break this fragile fantasy. Don't care where you're going and I don't care where you're from. Just here for the night, I'm not looking for the one. Pretend we're long lost lovers, no tomorrow on our tongues. Stop your lips from moving, don't ruin, don't.
Like, can we hear ourselves here? Can you hear us? I can't hear ourselves on this thing.
Oh, unfortunate.
What the heck? We got that running.
Oh wait, I see a thing.
Okay, now we're moving. Okay, now we should be cooking.
Like,
can we hear ourselves here? No, that was ruined. Why? That was so good.
Whatever. It's not that big of a deal.
Right. Welcome back to Humble Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D, with me.
It's me, Porter.
And
we're never have audio issues ever.
Never. This channel is flawless. It always works every time, all the time. We have the best commentary, the best views with all the perfect audio, no issues. It's just great. Guys, we have ourselves a great channel and a great day. We have some awesome packs, of course, to give away. Now, I will say, I'm a little concerned that I may have already given away the second hit of this box. So, during the stream that I bought 2 of these here, I brought them for the bounty packs and these.
Okay.
And I didn't separate the packs properly. And Akuma was pulled. I don't know if that was the bounty packs or these packs. I do know that there's at least 1 hit left, guaranteed. 1 hit left because we pulled maybe the Kuma, maybe, and the Altar Leader. It was
I don't.
It was Rayleigh. That's right. So we pulled Rayleigh out of here, and we pulled maybe Akuma. I only tell you that.
Not.
I hope not. I hope that was out of the bounty packs. But I got a little nervous when we pulled it on stream, and there was a secret out Akuma. Congratulations, we pulled 2 of those now on stream and given that away twice now. It wasn't just last week, but and live. We've given away 2.
Wait,
2
was
Kumas.
It 2 Kumas on Tuesday?
No, Wolf got 1 on Tuesday. That was not from these 2 packs because that wasn't live. I didn't pull those out. It was the weekend I had to leave for the week. So the week from Tuesday,
Okay.
there was a we were live from the studio, and there was a Kuma pulled on that one as well. So
Okay.
we've given away 2 Kumas. That's huge money. It's not as much as a Marco. Do you want to talk about Marco?
I mean, PRB in general. I don't think you have TCG player up, but
No.
it is. Yeah. You know, for a set that was supposed to be about reprints, these new cards are sure expensive.
Right?
I've seen this comment floating around a couple times. We need a reprint set for the reprint set.
That's actually accurate. I've seen a lot of complaints out there. I'm sure a lot of you out there are feeling the same pain as the rest of us. It is kind of frustrating. There is supposed to be only 1 print run. That is how they've done it in the past. That doesn't mean that they can't do it again. It doesn't mean that they can't reprint. Doesn't mean that they didn't learn their lesson from PRB1 and the outcry and the desperateness and the absolute rush to get to a Bandai Card Fest booth just to try your last chance to get a PRB1 box. There could be another print run given enough pressure, maybe. Has anybody ever seen that? I don't think I've ever seen it in history where the community base had pressured the company enough that they actually went for a secondary print run.
I mean, they did actually do something similar to that way early, like over a year ago, when One Piece product was like near impossible to find. They did a second print run for a lot of
older sets. Yeah, they did it for 2, 3, and 4. So they have responded before. You're right. Thank you for that. That's good memory. Yep, not me. Thank God, it's just a scam call. If you recognize the name, do bring my attention to it. I do apologize ahead of time, guys. We're in crunch time at work. There's a lot of stuff going on. I'm sure you guys already understand the world as it is, but if I have to get called away, I will be leaving abruptly to take care of something work related and then get back to the stream. Porter's he's gonna handle this. He's professional.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Professional implies I get paid.
That's fair. He's an unpaid professional. We're going to come up with a new term for it. If you guys got an idea for a term for that, please let me know.
Slave?
No, not anything that makes me look bad. That's not
Indentured
good.
servant.
That's just another way for slave. It's harder. That's like with slave with more steps. Are you good?
You like the Carol Baskin of magic. I don't pay anybody. Go on.
I don't even know if they could hear you, but I just got called the Carol Baskins of Magic the Gathering. I don't pay anybody. Carol Baskins is, of course, the COVID Tiger King.
I never watched that.
Oh, okay. It's a great reference to the lady that never pay her crew for the caged animals that she would, have people come check out her tigers that she shouldn't have had. And it's a whole thing. It was a whole epidemic. I'm sure if you guys survived COVID, some of you out there know exactly what I'm talking about and can comment down below about that. But let's not digress from what we're here for. We're here for TCGs, right? So we have some new cards to spoil. We have some new stuff to go out. We have less than 3 weeks now of this championship series, which is going to end on the week before November 1st. And November 1st, we are going to be we're going to be recording the actual championship series. So at the end of this thing, we're going to find out who's in the top 8 brackets. We're going to put out the notification. We're going to do all that really cool baseball card stuff for you guys. Make sure everybody gets notified about the championship. We're going to record it, and we're going to find out who's doing the following stream on Monday. And that's going to be the One Piece Championship Series finale and run, and that is going to be it for the year of 2025 when it comes to Championship Series. Lifelink Games and myself are working in some really cool ideas for new formats, new things to try out that we really hope you guys get into. If we have enough products still by then, we do want to do some draft stuff, some sealed stuff, some kind of new ideas for sealed product and prizes. We are going to have, of course, a manga tournament coming up. No idea which manga yet, but there will be a manga tournament coming up, so stay tuned for that. We will also have another leader locked cup with clear and decklist pre-registration to overcome the problem that occurred last time, to make sure everyone is following the rules, of course. Every time you try these new things, there's always things you got to figure out. There's a lot of...
Didn't Bandai release like a guideline for something more official for that? Like with a list of band leaders?
I don't think... maybe.
Yeah, for the Saturday tournament pilot thing, they did an idea for the non-meta night. It's only for like updated till OP12, but like they were like, you can play any deck that's not in the top 10 decks played. So
okay, there
is like actually an official rule set for it now.
That's awesome.
They haven't. Again, we'll have to see what it is for 13, but
yeah. Well, we'll take from that. Obviously, I would rather use something official. It's something that honestly, Chris and I were talking about this earlier. A lot of these games don't really go far enough with trying to diversify or trying to come up with new ideas to make the game more entertaining. And you as a store basically have to go the extra mile to create new fun ideas. And we got some ideas for Union Arena with a 3-deck and kind of like that League of Legends pick one of the decks thing that we're going to be doing soon. We've already changed up their entire sealed format to be completely better than what the original posted plan was that they came up with. Because I don't know if you guys know, it's 5 packs meshed to one and you play with what you get. Not very fun, especially when you don't have cards that synergize very well, and a lot of more frustration with those decks than anything else, especially with the limited amount of SRs and alts and the rest of the stuff that just, it really takes away from a really cool, fun, sealed experience. Which is why we go 6. Better chance for you to get something, maybe an alt or something nice and special, but at the same time, it gives you the... what's the word I'm looking for? Just the autonomy to build your own, so you feel like you contributed something outside of just, I get what I get. There's something, an extra level that says, at least I try to build something out of that. Because we've seen on camera where you've done some sealed with the One Piece, and it was utter trash, in your opinion. That was your words. But you did really well with it, because you put together a very consistent deck.
I mean, I wouldn't say consistent. I put together a deck, and I was more talking about the polls.
Naturally,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
Actual like monetary.
Yeah. I didn't think that you were saying that the deck itself was just unplayable, but you know that you didn't get the hit big bombs and the big stuff but you were still able to put something together.
Yeah.
And that's the point. It's you had the autonomy that even though your deck wasn't, oh, I got the what was it Katakuri from the last set, or this set was what would you say the biggest one for PRB was the game changer. Was Marco a pretty big game changer?
No, honestly, because every pack contained an SR, every pack had a bunch of bombs because like you could pull a dragon, that would be really good. Shanks. I think the hardest thing to pull would like in terms of like actually trying to get something good is like a Gum Gum Giant.
Yes, that was really good in a lot of matchups. That actually beat me on camera. Someone had a Gum Gum Giant, I didn't get one. So
Yeah, no, because there were for PRB packs, you get the same amount of rares as you do supers, but there are more slots in rares, so rares are actually harder to pull than supers in PRB.
that's true. Yeah. So some of those other rares like that, I love the new Lucky Roo. I thought that put in a lot of good work for red. You had to discard at 6,000 power or more, but you get to draw 2, which was really good. And any kind of blocker that has that kind of play, Nami sees that kind of play with the purple Nami that does that. What's the Bonnie green? Bonnie has seen a lot of play that does the same thing. And we're seeing a lot of blockers with that.
Yeah.
On play, some kind of extra effect that allows you to draw 2 cards to make sure you can filter your hand and make it look good. And I think we're going to see more of it. And I don't know if it's time to say this about One Piece because I don't think that's the case just yet, but it's starting to lean that way. I feel like if you guys haven't been paying attention to the rest of the TCG world, there has been some news announcement in Magic the Gathering that they are no longer going to be doing a lot of reprints, and kind of like these PRB sets that we get.
Oh, that seems lame.
It's stupid. It's a very dumb idea. In my opinion, it's a very, very dumb idea. I'll give you Mike's explanation. I want to hear your explanation, but we're on the same side. But regardless, my take is these reprints allow for those people that are invested in your game to feel the value of their older cards and having been a generational player, and that actually increases your likelihood to have a legacy base, which you have to have for every card game. You have to have the old hearts, the guys who have been playing the game forever, versus the new people you always want trolling in here, and you want to cater to both parties. And saying you're going to dismiss all reprints and all you're going to do is print cards that are similar but more powerful, then forces everyone to just have to play the new stuff. And eventually there's this thing called burnout that's going to occur, and if you don't have legacy players to overcome that burnout, you will lose your entire game player base, in my opinion. That's my biggest fear.
So wait, their justification for no longer reprinting cards is we are just going to power creep this game to the point where we don't need reprints.
Yes.
Is that seriously their justification?
That is what they used, yes.
That is insane! That is incredibly stupid!
Yeah.
It's like, even Yu-Gi-Oh!, a game with absurd power creep, still needs reprints.
Right. Yeah.
But like...
And ways to deal with the power creep, right?
I mean, they have a ban list, but
and here's what I'm saying, like, when you hit certain cards get a certain power level, they tend to print cards that actually help counter those cards.
yeah.
So you then always have that counter for that card forever.
But then they print counters to the counters, and that's just the cycle of power creep.
Exactly. And that's where we're at. So no longer do we have, this is a very powerful card. This is a very good card. This is Snapcaster Mage. Those Magic players know what I'm talking about. This card does really powerful things, and now I have to come up a sideboard for it because it's in like every blue deck. It's been power crept out now, but at the same time, we had answers after the fact that were printed to help prevent that. Where you had a lot of these 1 mana rocks or these 1 mana spells that would say, okay, I can exile their target spell so it doesn't just blow me out of the game. And people were doing that. They were playing that. And these were new cards being printed all the time to help ensure that that overpowered card was kept in check every season. Now it's going to be, I'm going to print this powerful card. The format's going to freak out. We're going to have to deal with this, and we don't want to ban it because it's brand new, and that's always been the case with Magic the Gathering. It's brand new. We don't ban it. So now we're going to have to hope that the next set that they've already done 3 years in advance can now retroactively input cards to counteract this power creep that we've involuntarily enforced on our own players. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You're going to have to go back to the drawing board to try to fix it, or you're just going to be leaving us with mess after mess after mess.
So wait, I cannot believe that. I'm still stuck on the fact that their justification for no longer reprinting cards is we will just power creep the game to the point where cards no longer need to be reprinted.
Yeah.
That is absurd.
Right? What's the point in investing if what you think is good today is going to be?
First off, why buy cards if you know they're immediately going to print better cards? Like, even if a card gets reprinted and like the value goes down, well, you still played the card for the time period where it was still expensive. And two, one, cards, like individual, like basic versions of cards should not be expensive in my opinion. I think that like special alt arts can be expensive. I think that's good for the game. I do not think mechanically unique cards should be expensive.
Yeah, that's something Magic has never been able to overcome. I think Bondi has been doing a brilliant job of that.
I mean, except for Kuma's, Marco's, this entire PRB set. But,
by and large, if you give them, I will say that there's been some hiccups, and I think that there's still time to resolve some of these hiccups. I was really hoping Kuma was going to be like a last-minute add, honestly, into the PRB. But who knows? We might get another way to get the Kuma in the next feature sets here.
the only thing announced for anything close to a Kuma reprint is the 3rd anniversary set, which comes with an alt Kuma that's going to be more expensive. So
This is a premium Bondi thing?
yeah, it was a premium Bondi thing for a $200 set. So
Yeah, that's going to be expensive. I have a lot of those. Those are like $600 a piece. Sorry, that hurts. Yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, there are some hiccups, but I think by and large, I have to give it to Bondi. Like when it comes to the rest of TCGs and obviously Union Arena is dirt cheap to play regardless.
I mean, Kuma is also still not that expensive when you compare it to cards from other TCGs.
Absolutely. Even compare Kuma now to the, what is the rare right now for Marco going for? Did you say like 27?
It's an SR. It's a $40 card.
It's a $40 card, and Kuma's now dropped to 30, if I remember correctly,
Yeah.
right? So
And Kuma is about to not be played in anything in OP13.
yeah, it's true. Yeah, well, even the quality isn't that good in the next set.
No.
Anella is Anella any good in the next set? You don't think? Like,
Nope.
no. Okay. Do you have take on that? Why or?
Because Enel is a removal deck right now, and guess what? One of the best decks is going to be a deck where you can't remove anything.
That's true. That's true.
Also,
Emus
Enel
gonna
needs your
rush it.
opponent to be at as high life as possible. So when the best decks are a 4 life leader and a 3 life leader, it makes it a lot harder.
That's true. That's very true.
And especially when Ace can, through the event, take life to stop starving. And Emu has so much cycle and advantage generation that any amount of starving does not matter for Emu. Enel just doesn't do anything. And again, what can Enel do against 7 swings in a single turn from Emu? Even if it has full life, I think that still kills. I think full life plus 0 cost is still enough to kill if you have all 5 Gorosei and then leader swing plus another Gorosei, then you have the Venus Juro rush. That is still enough to kill from full life.
Yeah.
And a 0 cost even.
Jeez. That text looks super strong. Little Pancake out there saying Kuma's now $25, which is, that's not bad at all. I think that it's a good settling price here. I'm hoping that's what's going to happen to Marco. Hopefully, I can't.
No, Marco's the new Cavendish.
I think it is. Yeah, you're right. Go ahead.
It's not going to go down.
There's just
Unless we get more PRB printings, which PRB is a set that they should just be printing into the ground, in my opinion.
Every reprint set should be printed to the ground. That's the point of a reprint set. Everything from the initial, this gets new players into the game, which it does. And I am saying as a part, like, helper at this store and trying to do some stuff at Lifelink Games, these reprint sets have revitalized our entire player base, which was healthy, but now it's really healthy. Now it's really strong.
I mean, I would argue that, like, we've been getting a spike in players before the reprint set dropped, but
I think
maybe
the excitement,
anticipation for
yeah.
it.
When you have players that know that they're going to have easier access than trying to look for sets that we can't sell, our shelves are always empty when it comes to stuff. I think we've had 7 on the shelf for the last couple weeks, which has been fantastic, but that was after we went a couple weeks without 7, and we've had, like, some of the ones that people aren't even buying are completely sold out. That's all we have left is the newest, not 7, 12. All we have is 12 right now. We've sold out of everything. We never keep anything on the shelf. Could never have enough for prize support. And to try to convince a new player to get in here, outside of a couple starter decks we might have for them, is not a lot for us to help get new players in. And PRB used to be, is all the reprints S sets are designed to be, here guys, here you can play the game.
Right.
at
I mean, there
affordable
is
cost.
the new Learn to Play decks.
Oh, those are great. I got one of those. It fell on the ground. Shoot. But yeah, I got one of those limited plays. I like those kits. I think those are great.
I will say the cards look awful from those.
They
but
do. They do. The
I don't-
Zoro scares me.
Yeah, no. Non-foil SECs are.
Terrifyingly ugly. Terrifyingly ugly.
I don't even think it would have been that bad to give like one foil card for each of the decks.
Right?
But just to show like.
Well, they
here's
get the
what
leaders
cards-
foils.
Yeah, but
Yeah. Go ahead.
like
Sorry.
one foil card, so like give.
What is in it? You have
I don't
Zoro.
think the Luffy had a SEC, but I think they should have given like the Luffy a Rayleigh. It's
Sure.
like
Okay.
give the Zoro the foil 9-cost SEC Zoro.
Mm-hmm.
Give Nami.
Yeah. I love them. It's great. One secret later, awful. I hate them. They look ugly. I mean, it's just that the non-foil just it does something to you. It doesn't look natural. It doesn't. It looks like if I was to see like a hybrid of a baby and a koala bear in the wild, I'd react differently. I'd be like, that's not natural. That's not.
I think they're a great product for new players.
Okay.
But I think that they shouldn't have done what they did to the SECs. I think that the SRs, I think that's fine. But like the secret rares, I think that we should have given one secret rare to each set, and then given those foil treatment. One, because the non-foils look awful. Two, to show people what like the actual shiny cards look like to get them to buy more packs.
Right. I'd agree with that. Bondi, can you take some notes? I mean, we're always giving you guys advice on how to improve your game, and it's not like we hate you. We love you. We love it because we keep playing and keep coming back, and we just anyone is always going to stumble. Us as a game store, we stumble all the time, and we try to fix things and retroactively fix things. And I think just right now, the biggest demand, please print more. This product was so good. I don't care about like the long term. These things will always go back up. I don't care about Cavendish going down to $1. I don't care about the other thing. This is making it affordable for other people, and we don't want Marco to be the new Cavendish. How long did we wait for Cavendish? It was like 2 years.
Not quite 2.
Little Panga says, "No, I need to know who's a brokey and who use ugly cards to beat the max rarity." That's not at all what I'm referring to. No, I'm just saying they designed that card specifically to look like a beautiful secret rare, and it does. It looks so good in foil. But when you take away the etching, the siding,
It has
all
a
that,
piss border. It has a piss border.
yes, it looks just ugly. It just looks ugly. I don't have other words for it. It terrifies me. Okay, it haunts me at night. Like I don't know why. It just the etching and everything the original card had was just chef's kiss, and then that happened. All right, guys, we have some awesome cards we want to go over for that for the first half. Then we have 4 matches for you guys to go. We're gonna find out who's at the top of our leaderboard at the end. We got some great new decks. PRB is live for these events, so we're going to see some new PRB decks, these new added cards that people have been talking about, some stuff we've been speculating on the channel for a while to be pretty good, and we've got at least 3 more weeks before the dreaded OP13 comes out, and we're going to see an entirely new format. And I guess the only thing I want to do is just kind of close this out. I know Magic has not publicly admitted that they're going to do this. Do you think One Piece is going that direction based on your analysis of what's coming, or do you think that there's still enough of the old hats that can still compete, that it is going to be a little bit of a power creep, but there's still enough room for the old hats to keep going?
I think that it is. I think OP13 does have quite a bit of power creep, but I think there is enough power. Like their older decks can compete. I think that Law is actually going to be really scary next format because it has very good matchups into both Ace and Emu.
Nice.
So that'll be good. I think a lot of older decks do compete. It is a triangle meta, and the third deck is Zoro, because we don't know when we're going to get that Roger promo, and Roger is not a deck without that promo.
That's fair. So Emu, Ace, and Zoro until we get the promo.
Until we get the promo, and then Roger replaces Zoro.
Okay. And well, I thought Zoro was still kind of in it. Just it has
Zoro
like
is
a
then
weird
the 4th deck. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like this weird tier system. I saw someone with a nice little like breakdown of the Japanese meta that had like the trifecta, what was good against what. But hopefully we'll get that promo soon. Maybe the next store championship. Fingers crossed.
I hope it's not a championship promo, because that's going to mean that it's going to be like a $50 card.
Isn't the store championship so they give a promo to everybody and then you get the top one gets a foil version of it?
No.
What's the thing that we do that does that?
The tournament packs and pre-releases. and it's not in a pre-release. We already know what the pre-releases are.
Yeah.
Because the pre-release for this set, the packs are going to have Ace, Sabo, and a Luffy with art done by different manga artists.
Yeah. Those look really good, actually. I've seen those things on Twitter. But I swear it was a store tournament. It's not like a championship. It's not like the offline regionals. It's like a store tournament that came with those. Like everyone get a promo just for attending.
Pre-releases.
Just pre-releases. Okay.
If like there are the tournament packs, but those are all reprint sets, and we already know
Yeah.
what those are. Those are already designed packs.
All right. Let me OP13. I would say what the EB03 maybe.
They don't do pre-releases for EV sets.
That's true. Manga. We should do it in the next manga. Oda, releasing the next manga. Let's go. Have everyone buy it out everywhere. Oh my god, that'd be crazy.
That would be a disaster, dude.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
Actually, don't do it. I just thought about it because when Yu-Gi-Oh used to do that stuff with Chase promos, bookstores were havocing. A lot of people like snipping the cards out. It was disgusting. Let's get into some new cards. I do want to ask all the rest of you. Had a couple people just really give me some good feedback of the transitions being a little too loud. I think I fixed it. I can't hear it on my end, so I don't know if that's the case. But if you felt like that transition was better, please let me know. I'd love to know and get some feedback. There's some things that I don't hear on my end, and I do apologize. I don't like to blow your ears out, but I do want to have a nice, smooth transition. And what I heard last was those were pretty loud. So if you guys could give me some feedback, I really appreciate it. Let's start off with card number 1, Otama.
Okay. Green character, rare, 2 cost, 0 power, land of 1/0, 2k counter. Activate main, rest this character, rest one of your opponent's characters with smile or animal type with a cost of 3 or less, or one of your opponent's Dawn cards. This card is terrible. This is way too specific. And the opponent's Dawn, I would rather just pay 1 more Dawn and activate Dead Man's Game.
Holy F, that static just threw Diddy Party in my ears. There was static?
Oh, God.
It got worse?
Whatever.
All right, we're going to try to test. I got to find a way I can test this out.
Okay. Next card.
6 cost, 6,000 power. Isuka. 1k counter, blocker on play. Return up to 1 character with a cost of 4 or less to the bottom of its owner's deck. Oh, bottom decking.
So this
Nice.
is better 7 cost Borsalino from OPO5.
Yeah.
It costs 1 less. Yes, it has 2k less power, but it has counter, and it's also a blocker. So this card is crazy for Sakazuki.
Yeah. I love bottom decking. It's one of those things that just often like
You say you love bottom decking, but you refuse to play blue, the color that bottom decks.
All right, green event here. Another one for the here we come to you the sore loser. Counter up to 1 of your leader characters gains plus 2,000 power during the battle. Then if you have 2 or more characters with film type, that character gains plus 2,000, thankfully not work, plus 2,000 power during this battle, set up to 1 of your characters as active.
That's the
trigger. Oh, okay.
So it's Radical Beam for film. Also, thank God this is a common, because I'm going to try and collect a bunch of these, and anytime my opponent gets salty, I'm going to hand blank to them.
You know what? This is funny. There was a new card that came out with it's a final trigger for the new purple Runny Kenshin deck, and it's like your will to live. And then there were people going around the tournament, and to losers, they were like, "Did you lose your will to live?" And handing these out to people at the event. I was like, it's a little salty, but that was pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, we have Insolent Fool, stand down, blue event, 1 cost, Warlords, Kuja Pirates. Tap 4 of your Dawn, play a Boa Hancock. If your leader is Boa, play a Amazon Lily or Kuja Pirates with 6 or less. And then up to 1 of your Boa Hancocks gets plus 3k as a counter. So you're paying 5 Dawn and an extra card to play a 6 cost.
Yeah, you're just cheating 1 out. It's not that much for a cost reduction. I like the counter. It's okay.
If it was tap 3 Dawn, I think this would be good.
Agreed. Yeah.
Because if it's 4 for a 6, then that's good. But for what it is right now,
I don't feel like there's enough gain.
new promo.
Ooh, Ronor Zorno green. This one's a 4 cost, 5,000 power Supernova Straw Hat. Counter 1,000 blocker. End of turn. If you have active Dawn, this character is set as active. Nice.
So why is this a promo?
This is a really good Zoro card. This is a really good card regardless. Blocker
Yeah, and it's
that
gonna
you
be
can attack
impossible
with.
to get. This is gonna be impossible to get because it's a promo.
Yeah. But
For-
what does it say it's coming in? It just
It's a promo. We don't know when because we don't get promos the same way Japan gets promos.
yeah.
So we have no idea.
Ah, the card's so good.
Yeah, this is gonna be crazy for a red green Luffy.
I think that's crazy for any green deck.
You have to
an
leave
attack-
a Don up it.
Most of them,
so-
like Bonnie, want to like.
Yeah, it's like Bonnie and red green Luffy. I think are the decks that are gonna actually take advantage of this.
I've played a lot of Smoker. I always like to keep 2 open for Smoker. So I mean, that's just an extra attacker of Smoker.
I guess. Yeah.
It's not searchable.
If you play Perona, it is.
Oh yeah, for Slash. Yeah, we did upgrade to Slash now. Oh my god, it's searchable. This is so good. Smoker, DKH, welcome back. Good to see you. Sup, nerd. Good to see you.
So yeah, the fact that we don't know when we're gonna get this card, I think Zoro should have gotten lost and been in the all-woman set. I
Yeah,
think
that would have been hilarious. It's so on point. Oh my god, that would have been great.
I saw someone comment that on there. Oh yeah, I know.
That's a good segue.
Yeah, you can see the comment right there.
Yeah.
I thought Zoro got lost in
EBO3.
for a second.
Purple event, EBO3, 1 cost, Vince Smoke Family, German 66, main. You may rest one of your Dawn. Just rest? Awesome. Okay, use this
So
return
it's a
1 for.
2.
Yeah.
It's because it's a main counter, so it's 2 cost for this.
Okay.
Also, this is a ramp event. Why would you return?
Oh, no, I haven't read the rest of it.
Okay.
I'm just used to seeing purple and immediately thinking -1 Dawn.
Okay.
I'm too accustomed to that. If you're equal to or less Dawned in the field than your opponent, and you only have one
Only
have
have
characters with a type
Germa.
Germa, you may add up to 2 Dawn to your Dawn. Oh my gosh. That's huge. That's huge.
Although I don't know if they actually want to play this because they play the Foxy Pirate package.
That's true, because a lot of minus reduction.
And they like to be at lower Dawn.
That's true.
So, honestly, maybe, but
I'd have to go to Divine to find out if this
It-
was
it would-
his card.
it would have to be a pure build. And the pure build does have a lot more tools from like a lot of the stuff from OP11, but
Right?
maybe.
It's Samol, good to see you. Welcome back. Uda, another film card here, right? This is
Yep.
film? Yep. Active main once per turn. Set up to one of your Dawn as active, then set up to one of your opponent's Dawn, or one of your opponent's cost 4 characters
rests.
lowers.
So
to
it
rest.
restands a Dawn and then restand. So it restands one of your Dawn, rests one of your opponent's Dawn or characters, which is
For
really
some,
strong.
yeah, it's very strong, especially the Gum Gum Giant's still going to be in the.
And then at the end of your turn, you rest it to set one of your film cards. It's active, and it rests a Dawn that you just restood.
so, okay, that's not bad.
Also, it's the manga.
Oh wow.
The film
okay.
card. The
okay.
film card for the character that hasn't actually appeared in the manga except for the promotional chapter Oda did.
That's where they took it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the art for the promotion.
But
I was gonna
it's
say.
weird to see a film card get the manga. Here are
Ooh,
the
some alts.
SPs.
Oh, it's adorable.
It's weird
like
because
it.
you usually don't see SPs from cards from this new set,
Right?
like from the set that they're actually in. But
These are actually pretty fire. I like these. They look pretty good.
and we have a new Tashiki.
Curly, good to see you. Welcome back to She. Oh, this is the one from. Oh, it's a blocker. No, this isn't the one I'm thinking of.
No, this is a new card. These are more new cards.
Okay, go ahead.
So Tashigi, green character, SR, 4 cost, 6k power. On your opponent's turn, this character can't be KO'd by your opponent's card effects and has blocker.
Okay.
And then end of your turn, tap a Dawn, discard a card from your hand, set this as active.
It's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Almost worse than the promo Zoro though,
Why? Because it's so hard to get. What was the ratio on that one?
because they're both 4 costs. This has counter though.
Yeah.
And this one actually has to rest the Dawn you have as active at the end of your turn, and you have to discard a
6,000
card from
power?
your hand.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have counter. Yeah, it can't be KO'd, but for everything else,
And honestly, the can't be KO'd is starting to lose a lot of value now, considering we got the
mean,
emo creep that's like can't be anything.
Emu does have a lot of KO based removal, so against that it's fine, but
Okay.
it's just worse than the Zoro.
Beef Patty, good to see you. Go ahead. Hina.
New Hina. Oh, Beef Patty, actually. What's your opinion on this Reiju event? You play a lot of Reiju.
That's right, he does, yeah. I'm kind of curious. Would you run this in your Reiju deck? We're going to leave that here for 3 more seconds. Wait for your comment and get to the next card.
Okay. Go to the next one now.
Yeah. Hina.
5 cost, 6k, Navy, counter, 1k, unplay, discard a card, bounce character with original power of only 6,000. It doesn't say or less.
That's right. It's just power of 6,000.
For a second, I thought this card was actually going to be a good 5-Don play for Kuzan, and then I didn't see the or less.
There's no.
So it's exactly 6,000.
Yeah, that's a little limiting. A little too limiting. Yeah.
It was almost good. And Kuzan needs a good 5-Don play.
Honestly, I feel like I was just talking to a couple people about this. That Kuzan was such a great deck. It could see so much of its deck. It was like, hey, I can draw through my deck and get all the answers. It's like, yeah, but what are you doing with it? I get to see my deck. It's like, yeah, but what are you doing with it? It's like, I get to see my deck. It's like, it doesn't have.
I mean, it does do things if you go second, but if you go first, you immediately lose.
Yeah.
And this could have fixed that because it would have actually given you something you'd want to play on your 5-Don curve if it said or less. New Ba.
Okay. This one from EVO. Okay, SR. This looks like an alt, too.
Yeah, all the ones we've seen so far are alts.
All right. On play, if your opponent has 5 or more cards in their hand, they send 1 card from their hand to the bottom of the deck. Okay. And activate main once per turn. Return up to 1 of your characters to the bottom of your owner's deck. Attach up to 1 Rested Dawn and to each of 1 of your leader and characters.
So 1 leader, 1 character.
Okay, just 1 each. Okay. Do we know if it's 100% translated correctly yet?
I can check the comments.
Finally. It's a great question, DK. Let's see. There's a question mark for it.
Just 6,000.
Ah! I'm sure there's some cards we can reference if I had time to go back and check the language here and do some cross analysis.
Well, we just saw a translator comment.
Yeah. 6K has.
If it was 6K or less, it would be good. But exactly 6K is not good.
It's too limiting. You got to help your opponent gets around it, and if you play that card enough, honestly, your opponent just plays around it. If they're expecting it, then they play around it. I can't tell you how many times that people get used to certain cards and the way that people play, and they end up. It only takes a couple times of failing to it, and then you just never fall for it again.
New Reiju. Purple character, 5 cost, 5k power, Venge Smoke Germa. Your turn on play, Dom -1. If your leader is Sanji, activate the main effect of 1 of your event cards in trash with a cost of 7 or less. So if you have Gravity Blade in trash, you activate Gravity Blade. If you have Red Rock in trash, you activate Red Rock. This card is broken. This card is absolutely broken.
Okay, Reiju getting the power up, glow up.
Reiju doesn't do anything for Reiju. This is for Sanji. It's leader locked.
Oh, I missed that part. I was staring at things. Let's go on to the next card.
But I mean, Sanji is the deck that plays a ton of events.
That's true. That's true.
So this is actually crazy for Sanji.
Trafalgar Law. Hey, I saw this card on the other day. I wanted you to ask you about this. What do you think?
Okay, so let's go over what it does first.
Sure.
8 cost, 6k power / Heart Pirates with Rush. Activate main, discard a card and trash this character. Add 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life, then play 1 7 cost or lower Trafalgar Law from your hand. Heart Pirates, not Supernova.
So
Thank God it's
searchable.
Slash, so I can search it with Perona.
Okay.
That was the exact emotional roller coaster I went. It was like, oh my God, this isn't searchable. Why is this not searchable for Law?
And a deck that searches, like the deck just searches.
Thank God it's Slash.
Okay.
This card is crazy if you can actually see it. Right now, what I'm thinking for in my current build, I'm cutting. You probably cut, for me, I run 1 8 cost kid, so I'd cut the 8 cost kid for this and cut 1 Hody for this.
Really? The Piss Kid not doing enough for you? I mean, that Trash Life is pretty powerful.
No, it's the other one.
Oh, okay.
I don't play the Trash Life. I play
the blocker. Yes, the one that, or pseudo blocker. Just you have to attack it.
So because in Law, this effectively is heal 2 and give you all the setup for your plays, and it has Rush. So 8 cost is a bit expensive, but for what it does so much. And you don't have to play Heal Law. You can also play Restand Law. You can also play Blocker Law. Maybe even warrants running the 6 cost Law from OP13. That's not very good, but if you're playing it for free off of this and getting a heal, it's not terrible.
Dude, for free, 7. That's 8 and a 7. 8 and a 7. Activate, or what? It's an activate main.
Yeah, so you swing with it because that's Rush.
Yeah.
And then,
oh my, that's
and
huge.
it has counter too.
It's huge. This seems awesome for you, and it comes on EVO3. This has got to be a chase. Do you know if this is the alt?
No, this is not the alt. This is the base one.
Okay.
But this is also crazy for Rosinante and might actually make Rosinante really strong too.
Oh, good.
Because Rosinante plays this for 6 Dawn.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it also has the other 7 cost lock can play too. The purple one from
About time.
OP12.
There's a lot of fans that have been trying to make the Rosinante.
Yeah, no,
work.
this will make Rosinante good.
Good.
Not like fantastic, but this card is like a 4 of in Rosinante. 2
Absolutely.
of in green yellow law, 4 of in Rosinante.
I like it. I'll let Smiley Hoodie know. Please do, Curly. I appreciate
Yeah, no,
it.
this card solves every issue with Rosinante. So
Finally getting the support. It is an EBO3, so a little bit away. I think, what, 2.5 months, 3 months away?
yeah. Also, first EB set to have 2 SECs.
That's good. Yeah, the film,
The Uta, yeah.
Uta, and this one. Yeah, I'm a fan. Next, Perona 4-cost black. Going back to the days with the this is Muggy Kingdom and Thriller Bark. So we do have a Thriller Bark callback. Blocker on play. Give your leader or one of your characters up to 1 Rested Dawn. Then, if you have 10 or more cards in your trash, play up to 1 cost 2 or lower character card with the Thriller Bark Pirates type from your trash to your hand or to rested. That's great.
It's an alright card. You don't really play a lot of the 2 or less Thriller Barks in Moria or Perona.
I thought there was a mill card for that.
There is a mill card, but like that's it, really. And almost always you'd rather be playing Rebecca.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's 6k power, but honestly, you'd rather play Rebecca to get back more things.
That's a shame. There's a lot of people that have been wanting this deck to come back. The Gecko deck. Maybe give us a new Gecko leader.
The 6 cost from PRB is actually really good.
Okay, that's good. I want to see some.
It doesn't have the Thriller Bark lock on what it can play, so the 6 cost Gecko solves a lot of issues with that deck.
Personally, I just want to revisit Thriller Bark so that it now has a all-in-one acceptability. Like, print a Gecko Moria with Thriller Bark lock, please, and then
they did that's what the 6 cost is.
It brings back 2.
It brings back 1, then gives you arrested. It's a 6 cost, so it brings back 1 and then gives your leader arrested on. So if your leader is Gecko Moria, you then use Gecko Moria's effect to bring back the second one.
Fair. Okay, yeah, all right. I haven't been able to see the upgrades. I've not even seen it on camera. And Midnight hasn't been able to show up for a while to play this deck, so
right.
I'm out of the loop.
And it's a rare from PRB, meaning it's impossible to pull.
Oh, God. Why? I'm excited for 15's return to Skypiea.
Nice.
Yeah. Is that what they
I think that is confirmed.
announced? All right, cool.
Okay, so we have a Nami, yellow character, 5 cost 6k power, Straw Hat Crew, counter. On play, give Arrested on to your leader, then if your opponent has 3 or more life, add
one card from the top of your opponent's life to their hand.
Okay, so this immediately does a damage, puts a Dawn under your leader, and you're going to get a draw off of leader's effect.
Oh, that's true. That's pretty good.
So this is crazy.
And on KO, you may flip 1 card at the top of your life face up, play 1 character with a power 6,000 or less from your hand.
Which means you can play this. You can play another one of these to do more damage to your opponent.
That's pretty gross. Hey, Blue Yellow Nami, seeing a glow up.
Oh, Blue Yellow Nami is going to be a terrifying deck because it also gets the 7 cost Robin that we talked about last week.
Yeah.
That trashes 1 life to heal 2.
Heck yeah.
So, yeah. Blue Yellow Nami is going to be terrifying this next set.
Right? Little Poundcake says, have you gotten to Robin that took Yerple Croc from 20 to $50 card? No.
What? Oh, the 7 cost? You can't play the 7 cost.
What's...
The 7 cost is Straw Hat locked. So either people are really dumb.
Oh, don't call people dumb. Maybe they just misread it. I do it all the time. I just did it live.
People in TCGs who can't read. If your leader is Straw Hat Crew. So if it's this Robin, no. I think there might... I don't know if there was a Miss All Sunday in this set, because if there was... Because it's not this one, I can assure you.
Okay.
So unless there was a Miss All Sunday in this set that I'm forgetting exists, I'm not sure.
And you're more familiar with this. This is my first time seeing a lot of these cards here.
Okay. Well, we'll see, because I'm not seeing a Miss All Sunday.
Yeah. S-Snake.
Unknown cost, unknown power.
Oh, yeah, because covered up. Yeah.
Seraphim Egghead, counter. On play, if your leader has Egghead and you have 2 or more life, add up to 1 character with trigger to the top of your
life from your hand face up. Okay, so another face up card. Up to one of your opponent's cost 6 or less characters other than Monkey D. Luffy may not attack this turn.
So
Okay. Yeah, load the cone heads. Load the cone heads.
okay, we have a new Rebecca, 2 cost, 0 maybe power, Dressrosa, 1k counter, blocker on play. Look up to at the top 3 maybe 5.
Okay.
Cards of your deck, reveal 1 stage card with the Dressrosa type, add it to your hand, then play bottom deck the rest, then play a 1-cost stage. This is crazy for Usopp.
I was gonna say, since you played so much of it, is this what the missing piece you think it was having with that, or?
I mean, this streamlines the deck a lot because the deck needs to find stage. This finds stage. It's also a blocker, which means that this replaces the 2-cost vanilla blocker in Usopp because this also finds stage. Because you get a draw if they KO your blocker, so you just block with this and get the draw. So this being able to find this is a really good card for Usopp.
So Little Pound Cake saying there's still a price increase. Do you think the yellow purple croc was just being increased because of
I think
time?
it's because people weren't reading cards.
Okay. That happens all the time.
Okay, this is the
Nefertari
altar
Vivi.
for the
Nice.
VV leader.
Yeah.
We're getting Gul'dan in the set.
Hey, another callback, so we don't have to wait for PRB for this. I like it.
Yeah, I think they're just doing Gul'dan in sets now in general because they were also doing a Gul'dan for 13.
Oh, good. I really enjoy the gold border for Dawn. I always liked having some kind of like special art. Like they did this for Gundam in that set 1 with the resources being kind of alt and not alt. I think that's great because those resources can be used in any deck. So it's going to be timeless. I love cards that are timeless like that. They're usually cards...
And they can't rotate Dawn.
Yeah. When they have that survivability, the value in them keeps going up. They're kind of something that you can nicely hold on to and not have to worry about.
Also,
it just
we're getting 4 Dawn in the
being
set.
completely trashed. So I see Boa, Nico, Nami,
Boa, Robin,
and
Uta,
Uda.
and Nami.
That is, I like it. I like it. I think it's very good.
Okay. New event. 1 cost, throw Bark Pirates, main, rest 7 of your Dawn if your leader is Perona. You may play 1 character with a cost of 6 or less, and 1 character with a cost of 4 or less that have Thriller Bark Pirate from your hand or trash. And then up to 1 of your and then it's the counter. So
Okay, the 1k counter for 3k. Yeah.
so this is Gecko Moria, but for Perona.
Nice.
Because you can also get back the 6-cost Gecko from PRB with this. So you're getting back a 6-cost, a 4-cost, and then another 4-cost.
That's a lot stronger than the other one. That's a lot stronger than the other one.
Yeah. But it's an event instead of a character, so you're not getting the body off of this, but
Yeah.
it is still very strong.
Wish I had a trigger. That's okay. I think it's pretty strong. Yellow, will you be my servant? Interesting. Main, if your leader is Nami, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, reveal to 1 card with a cost of 2 to 8, and add it to your hand. Then place the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. Activate this card's main effect and the trigger. So just 1 for... I like that, Serge. I like that.
Yep.
Look at the top 4. That's so... like, you have to have it Nami, but it feeds
They're
exactly...
really pushing blue yellow Nami in this set.
But that's good because remember what we were talking about last time? I think it was you and me when we were talking about blue yellow just being blue yellow good stuff, right? Like you couldn't put searchers in the deck because it was just blue yellow good stuff. This fixes the they understand the dichotomy of blue yellow by saying that you just grab the good stuff from 2 to 8. That's awesome. That's exactly what this deck needed. Consistency. I think there's always been the issue with that deck was consistency, and that fixes that issue.
Now we have
I'm excited.
this
Go
new
ahead.
Stussy, 7-cost, 7k power, blocker, on play, bottom deck, any 2 Cypher Bowl cards to KO opponent's character cost of 4 or less. This would be alright if Lucci actually played Cypher Bowl cards, but
Right.
if it doesn't really, so because of that, I'm not really sure about this card. If they actually go for the Cypher Bowl package, maybe, but as it stands, I don't think it's super good.
Yonko Richie, welcome back here. Smoothie. Okay, on play, if you have a face-up life card, KO up to 1 of your opponent's characters that cost 2 or less, then turn all your life cards face down. Good, a reset. Finally a reset.
Yeah, this is good for pudding. This is really good for pudding.
I feel like Pudding was really missing a lot of resets. I've seen so many people that play the deck, and it just got stuck on the fact that face-up card was just there. And there's never a time you just want to take it just to get rid of it. Like, you still have to think about the long game. Nice little 2k counter to it, too. I like it.
Yeah.
Miss Valentine. What do we got here? On play, trash 3 cards from the top of your deck. On KO, draw a card. All right. I'm good for Black Loves Trash. What does this fit in? What is this for?
Baroque Works. So at this point, we have gotten 2 black Baroque Works characters, which makes me think that we're getting a black crocodile leader.
Go ahead, keep going. I'll
So
read this.
I think we're probably getting a black crocodile leader in OP14. So we'll have to see about that.
So Little Pound Cake commenting on the card name here. He said he thinks it's canon as Nami steals stuff like Zeus to be more powerful. A deck just good cards makes sense for Nami as she would probably steal what she needs to win.
Probably, yeah.
Honestly, yeah, that is very canon. Good call, Little Pound Cake. So this is how I love this game, and it calls back to the lore in ways you wouldn't even think. You like if you're a big fan and you can see it. There's subtle hints to the lore that fit so well. I love it. Just absolutely love it. All right, go ahead. Is this the last one?
Yeah.
All right, Pudding, a new Pudding. Go ahead.
Okay, so 4 cost, 4K, Big Mom Pirates, 2K counter, blocker. On play, if the number of Dawn cards on your board is equal to or less than your opponent's, add a Dawn rested. So this is really good for Katakuri.
Yeah. Can we reread this and just say if your opponent has 5 or more cards in their hand, they shuffle it in their deck and redraw 5 cards for purple?
Purple already has hand control. It doesn't need more.
It needs. I think more blue puddings and more colors need to exist. I think.
I mean, blue pudding and being in every color would solve a lot of issues.
Right? I think there needs to be a blue pudding-esque ability in all of them. Just to have like this nice one of in your deck for when your opponent is stacking up 18 cards in their hand and making it difficult.
Which is going to be important for Ace, because
Right.
Ace gets a million cards in hand.
So I personally, that's what I'd like to see.
Also,
but this isn't bad.
I want to do some deducing. So
Okay.
for the Crocodile Leader next set that I'm pretty sure we're getting, because I don't know why we were getting, because I'm pretty sure both these have on KOs.
Okay. Not the 3 cost, right?
This one.
This okay,
yeah, on
yeah.
KO. Which makes me think that maybe Crocodile KOs your own characters when it's on the board.
Oh.
I think that might be what they're going for.
And that would be pretty canon because he used to, kind of use them as fodder. So, yeah.
So that might be the gimmick there, because so far what we know is it probably likes milling, and both the cards mill and both the cards draw and both the cards have an on KO. So something around those effects is probably what Crocodile is going to do.
I have nothing to contribute or take away from that. I think that's a very brilliant analysis.
Okay.
Yeah. I wish I had more to say though. That sounds great. You heard it here first. So if it does happen here on Humro Pie, the man already predicted the exact effect for Crocodile.
Predict the exact effect, but I predict
Close to it.
an effect.
Yes. I think actually,
Parts of the effect.
I can't wait to see what it does. If you're going to KO one of your own characters, it's probably going to be a busted effect, especially with the way cards have been coming out. So,
Kind of if it's designed so that they. Oh, it's the static.
why? I fixed the transition.
I just turn the sound off. Maybe that'll help. You didn't click done, so make sure it's saved.
Oh, that's good.
It did.
I gotta check all 3 now because I'm paranoid. I'm gonna transition again, and I'm gonna transition back. Let me know if it's still there.
Did that fix it?
Is it gone? Is it gone? Is the headache gone? Yes, but different? That was somehow worse! It's still there? What is happening with my transitions? Oh, God.
So I think we needed to be at full volume because it was drowning out whatever it was.
Yeah. What is happening? I got it at 0 volume. 0. I thought my PC broke. What is happening?
Okay, let's try transitioning again. This might be a bit loud, but hopefully there isn't static.
Turn down just a little bit. Turn down just a little bit. Here we go.
All right, how was that?
Jazz hands.
Good. Leave it.
The only reason I changed it because all right, we're gonna keep it. Perfect. Okay. That we're leaving it to that. It's just gonna be that. We're gonna. No one can complain about that from here on out. No one can complain about the audio of the transitions because I can't fix whatever's happening. But we're just gonna leave it at that.
We're gonna have to check out the VOD at some point to see
Right?
what this demonic static was.
Right? I feel like if we might summon demons tonight. Be careful. Get your salt ready. Guys, we have 2 packs to give away at the end of the stream. We're going to take a small break, get something to drink real quick, and get ready for our first 2 rounds of this Championship Series Week 8 Part 1. Look forward to it. I got some great decks to show you guys. Some really cool stuff from PRB. New cards, new fun, and it just was an all-around great night. I wish you guys were there. For a Tuesday, that was probably one of the greatest showings.
Yeah, that we were supposed to have 5 rounds, but we only had 4 because people had to leave.
For a Tuesday, chef's kiss. Thank you all for coming out here.
Yeah.
Don't forget to comment for your chance to get these 2 packs. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Ruin the illusion. Don't ruin the illusion. Don't ruin the illusion. Don't ruin the illusion. Oh, don't care where you're going.
lines. Oh, I can feel you pulling me up in this electric night. We are lost in the rhythm, 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 rhythm. This cannot be lies. This cannot be lies. This cannot be lies. This cannot be lies. In these connected lines, oh, I can feel you pulling me up in this electric night. We are lost in the rhythm, rhythm, rhythm,
Welcome back to Humble Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D.
Leaders.
Not yet. We won't be through the transition. I think that thing's actually working now. And my last update, it finally started working. But we will change leaders. We're going to get ready for round one, where we have the two-time champion, Seasons 1 and Season 2, James K, coming back from the yard, trying to do his best to pull off a great win at this tournament here. And he's going to be at the table playing another local that's been coming out 3 times back-to-back at Table 1. Curly, I don't know what you're doing for the math, man, but you're getting the table. But he's going to be playing Curly, who's been practicing very hard with that Rayleigh deck that we've seen the last couple weeks. Really looking forward to seeing it. It is still a very powerful deck, something definitely tier 1. I always see the percentages for the win seem to always be the highest for that deck. But I feel like it just needs to see its right run. It just needs to see like one good event where it just really starts sweeping, because when it comes to win percentages, I think it's at 56% for the number of the games that they've played via the sim, and it has the best win rate, yet it's still not rated the highest because of the consistency issues, which is surprising considering the deck literally is search.
Yeah, but you need to see 2 events.
And that has been the problem that I've seen with the deck quite often. It's just trying to get the 2 and then not use them, because in this game you need to use the cards you have. You don't want to just keep flashing it. It's great to flash people. Trust me. I digress. Jade Lowe, I thought we weren't going to see you. Welcome back. I hope you're having some fun doing some training. Thank you very much for doing what you do. Those out there that don't know, Jade Lowe's doing some training sessions for some One Piece players out there. So a lot of mad respect to you and everything you're doing out there. I really appreciate it. We do the same thing at Lifelink Games, and I know you do help us at Lifelink Games too. But anytime that public outreach gets out there, heart goes out to you. Seriously, dude. Keep up the good work. I appreciate it. Keep growing our player base, because this game right now has a prime position to take over a lot of disenfranchised players and some of the other card games we've already talked about. But we're here to talk about the good card game, right?
Yeah.
let's talk about the good card game. Let's take a look at round 1 deck list. James K on.
Green yellow.
Wait,
law.
is it James K?
Yeah,
Oh, it is James K.
he is the other person who pet decks green yellow law.
I love it. It's not Porter, guys.
I'm still going to talk about this list because I know the deck better than
Oh,
he does.
yes, you do. Hands down. Go ahead.
So I can actually talk about this. I can't highlight the cards because you.
2 seconds. Yep, just a second.
But
It'll take 2 seconds. I swear. And it just don't count to 2 seconds. Hazelnuts, welcome back. Shoot, what is Rayleigh's first name? Silvers. That's right. Tazzy, welcome back. Good to see you. Yeah. There you go. Smile Hoodie's back. Good to see you, Smile.
okay, so if you don't know what law does, if you have a Dawn under him, as an act,
Advertisements.
you got to get a better ad block, man.
Right.
If the total cost, if you have Dawn under him, activate as an activate main once per turn. If the total cost of your characters on board is 5 or more, return a character to your hand and look at the top of your life. If it's a supernova with cost of 5 or less, you play it. So for effectively putting 1 Dawn under your leader, you can play a 5 cost. So this list is very different from mine, and I'm going to highlight the differences because if you've been around the channel for any amount of time, you've probably seen my list and how that plays. I'm going to highlight what he's doing differently because it highlights a lot of different philosophies about the deck. First off,
Sure.
we are playing this 1-cost Searcher, Bonnie Searcher. Activate main to pay a Dawn, tap the character, look at the top 5, add a Supernova, and then bottom deck the rest. This is a decent card, but because it's not on play, you can't loop it as well. It's it doesn't stay on board very long because most of the time your opponent has like a Searcher or something they can swing into it, but like occasionally it's a pseudo block, which is fine. You have a Luffy, which is the same. For Perona, I only play 2 because I think it's the worst Searcher in the deck. I only play it over the Bonnie because it is an on play. But this looks at the top 5 if your leader is Slash and adds a Slash attribute or a green event, which we are not playing any events, so it's just another Searcher. But we're not playing the Kidding Killer, which is a choice. Not exactly sure the justification on that one, but because I probably would play it over the Bonnie, but
Okay. And that's another one that's
Yeah.
brand new here. This one's usually seen in Zoro.
yeah, but because we're on a more in-depth Slash package, I think in this one, we're doing this instead of the beige. So 5 cost or low Slash attributes that are 5 cost or lower can't be KO'd. Other than this, if you tap it instead, like it's fine. But because there are other types of removal, I don't like this at over beige, and
Sure.
it can only be searched off of Perona. But I think this is still like a decent include for the deck. We're playing this over. So what I usually have for the 2Ks that rest characters, I play 2 1-cost Scratch Mana Poo and 2 5-cost Basil or X-Drakes. This one taps itself if you have equal or less life to your opponent, which you will.
Oh, yeah.
Tap a 4-cost. The 5-cost taps a 5-cost and is like an actual body you can attack with. These stupid ads, man. And the Apu rests 2-cost, but it's a 1-cost. Then we have this blocker Bunny. I don't like this card in the deck, but apparently he loves this card. So on play, if you have 8 or more rested cards, draw 2, trash 1, then restand it on. The reason I don't like this card is 8 or more rested cards, which means you cannot profitably put this off of leader most of the time, because you restand so many cards in this deck.
And a lot of your attacks you're going to need attached Dawn versus rested Dawn, right? So
Yeah.
you're setting a lot of that extra Dawn that you use, not just to replay cards, but also to attach it to maybe make an AK swing with a Cavendish or some bigger attack swings here.
Right.
And when you're using attach, remember, that's not rested.
And then we do have 4 Cavendish, 4 Blocker Law. I play 3, but 4 is...
Perfectly fine. Yep, that's just my monitor.
Yep. We have 2 Hody. I play 3 because it's not searchable. 2 Kid. I only play 1 because it is super searchable and you don't need it that much. And then 4 Heal Law. I really only like playing 2 because you find it, you have enough search that you'll find it. You'll always find this card. 4 is incredibly breaky. This is the one thing that I legitimately am confused on this deck for. Like, James K is a very good player and
Yeah.
knows this deck very well, but 4 heal law is overkill.
A little excessive. So before we go into the next deck list, we got that new green event in Zoro, right? I don't think that's Zoro locked, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, Dead Man's Game? No, that's
Yeah.
completely generic.
So I thought I would see more people play it. I think it's really good as an event. What is the
I played it for a little bit. It almost never came up because you'd usually rather just be playing Hody, and you usually will always be finding a better search target off of Perona.
Okay.
It's only searchable off of Perona, and you would rather just play like the slot that it would take up is occupied by Hody, and
Okay.
Hody is just better. Like
Absolutely.
even if it's not searchable by anything, it is just better because you get the body.
and that body can really make a difference in these games.
Yeah, the body
And-
with Rush.
Yeah. It's one of those things that we've actually had to say several times. You got to respect the Hody. A lot of people's like, I wasn't expecting the Hody. It's like, you got to respect the Hody. If you're playing against green, almost every deck's going to be playing this card because it is that effective. I'm just curious to your take because it seemed like a very powerful card. I was like, hey, we don't have to play Hody anymore. We don't have to take a life to get this effect. But as you're
No,
saying,
you
that
want
body
the
really
You
is.
want the body.
Yeah. Is this one that's going to rotate if we get to the
No,
rotation?
it's 2.
Oh, it's 2. So we got a long time. Forgot to worry about that. But, well, great deck. Good seeing this set. Let's see if it can beat Curly, who's on his 3-time event here in round 1. Silver's Rayleigh, the play here. I've been playing quite a bit of this deck. I really enjoyed it. I took over to the last chance qualifier. Got my butt handed to me. But it's still a very fun deck to play. It is event-centric, obviously, because the leader has an ability. And a lot of these cards the same way. Have a requirement that you reveal 2 of these event cards from your hand. Up to one of your characters of 4,000 base power, so even if these things have like an increase like Sanji, or even with at a different time with this Monkey D. Luffy, it's a base power is 4,000 or less, you get to give it a plus 2,000 for this turn, which is extremely powerful and good when you have a limitation like this one that says you can't play anything 5 cost or more in your deck. So you're really powering up these weenies for massive attacks here. This one is the rush build here with the Zoros and the Kid Killers. Some of them like to have been playing more the control build, but I like this personally.
Control?
I wouldn't say so. I guess I'm lacking the term that I need to call it. You're right. It shouldn't be called control.
Because Rayleigh is not anywhere near a control deck.
There's the rush build, and then there's the one that's like anti-starvation build. And the anti-starvation build that I was running just felt horrible. I felt like the rest of the world was on this idea that you would starve the deck, and you can just beat it. And I said, no, I'll just play 4 Sanjis and screw that. And I'll play this other version. But the Rush seems to just perform better. It gets underneath the decks it needs to, which is its entire goal here. That's why you're playing such low-cost characters. It's really just to try to get under the meta, to stop the people before they get to the 10-dawn turn, try to get to blue-purple Luffy before they start drawing too many cards. Because I think after the second blue-purple draw effect from the leader, the game is already moving outside of your control.
Little pound cake, that is unfortunate.
I went 5-5 last Sunday with the old man. Caught a freaking Gurple Dolphy in the birdcage? No! Oh, that is unfortunate.
Yeah, that is basically an instant win versus this deck.
Yeah, that's like the ideal matchup for a birdcage deck. That's disgusting. Yeah,
The
sorry
deck
about
that
that.
literally-
Oh, wait, you beat him? Wow.
I guess you do just put up enough bodies that like have rush and are big enough.
That's impressive, though. I mean,
Because like
yeah.
Birdcage, if they always keep it around, because they have enough Dawn minusing effects that they can always just keep the Birdcage around, you have nothing that can stay up under Birdcage.
Yeah. But if you have enough of the rush package, I'm curious, are you on the rush package more heavy, Little Pound Cake, or are you on the version that I tried running that just did not do too well? I like this one. This has a unique little build from, this is what I call like a kind of special here for Curly. Hachan, he's been trying this one out. Not a lot of people doing this one. You may rest this character and reveal up to 2 event cards from your hand. Give 2 Rested Dawn cards to your leader or one of your characters. So it's just another enabler to help give some additional Rested Dawn to help basically enable this Monkey D. Luffy, which by far is the key to this deck. I think I would say the biggest reason I lost most of mine, I never got to swing with this. I never got to play with it more than the turn it played it itself. I'd bring out something else, but it just never seemed to ever get a decent swing in. And I feel like if this deck can start consistently swinging with this Luffy, it's going to win the matchup here. Obviously, got to have the 2 attached Dawn to give this a plus 2k, but you get to reveal 2 events and play a 3,000 power or less card from your hand and give a Rested Dawn to one of your leaders or your characters on play. So very, very powerful card. It's usually swinging for 6+ every single time, never at 4, obviously. even if it was going against something small. There's just too much of this deck that enables this thing to be swinging massive. You can get a nice little 10, 12K out of this Monkey D. Luffy with very little investment in this deck. You got Kid Killer, which is a great top end. I wish we could fit 4 if
Top
this
end.
was...
Yeah, top end.
For this deck, yeah, you want? I like this card. Back in the day, I'm old enough to be playing the red decks back in the day. The 2 Kid Killers would be a game finisher. Guys, this thing, just the late game...
Saying that it's now a game finisher, too.
Yeah, but some people playing it out too early. I think it's one of the things I wish the Legacy players would rewatch how this thing was played. Don't just drop this because you can. This thing is legitimately a game finisher that people not prepared for the amount of swings you could possibly bring out. Most of the time, they're expecting 1 rush. If you hang on to 2 Kid Killers for your final turn, most people have not calculated for that, and that's where you can steal wins. And I did a lot when I was playing early red games. I would constantly hang on to 2 of these things for the late game where I have 10 dawn turns, and I would go Kid Killer, and like, yeah, I was expecting that. Kid Killer, I was not expecting that, and it would take the game in my favor. 2/2 Rush Boys. Oh, you spent with the 2 cost Monkey D. Luffy Rush Boys?
Not
Is that
exactly
what he's
sure what he... I mean, it
referring-
means like two Kid Killer, 2 Zoro, maybe.
Okay. I honestly think that this one should be at 4, personally. I don't know where you fit the room, because it's a very tight deck list. Trust me, I know the pain of trying to build these. Like, I've seen lists with 4 Nami. It's very hard. This has less targets. I like Shaki because she hits just about everything.
Events and Luffy's.
Yeah, this is, like, the brick percentage for here is, like, maybe 5%. The brick percentage for here is closer to 25%.
I mean, we can actually... So this is wrong.
Yeah.
This should be higher than Buggy.
Yeah. Because it
So
grabs
these 2 are wrong, and this is also wrong.
That's
So these are bugged, but it's, yeah, like a 20% whiff percent on that, and like a 10% on a Buggy. So
if it buggies that, it should be at 95 because it gets characters and...
I mean, I don't want to whip out the hypergeometric calculator right now to do
Yeah.
the math, but we could if we wanted to.
I think just based on the math that they gave you there for the 2 that look even remotely correct, you could use that and say that Shaki is going to have more... It's got more targets because it actually adds Monkey D. Luffy as a target.
So 4 additional
Yeah.
picks,
And then you have, of course, the event card, which is the top 4,
which has...
It's-
it searches any event.
and a
then-
character with 4,000 power higher.
No, it costs 3 or higher.
Cost 3 or higher, that's right. That's even more cards that it could hit. So, yeah. Personally, having played the game, this is the only card that's ever failed me. I've never failed on a Buggy, I've never failed in a Shaki, and I've never failed in the event search. But unfortunately, Nami has been the one that failed me the most. We do have, of course, your Straw Hat package and then the Rush package here with the Ronor Zoro and the Kid Killers. You have the Sanji, which is just an absolute must-have. It replaces itself on KO, and it's just a nice little 6K swing for 3. For 3! I mean, it's pretty good. I love this card. This one, I think it's played too early sometimes. I love the way that this thing plays. I love the sequencing of here where you get to look at the top 5, get yourself an event or a Monkey D. Luffy card, and then trash this card to give up 2 of your Rested Dawn to one of your leaders and one of your characters. Don't sleep on this card. It looks great. You let this sit around for a turn, you swing with it, then you sack it and you get this ability. I've seen too many people play it, sack it. It's like...
Why even sack it seems wrong.
It is. Like, you don't need to. I've seen it...
Unless, like, it's, like, against Lucci, where you know it's going to
Yeah.
get removed.
And Curly says, Nami is my worst searcher. That's what I'm saying. So he's with experience with this deck.
I mean, yeah, Nami
Yeah.
is the worst searcher we see on the thing that statistically it is, so... Because the Shaki, the
Yeah,
Polite,
these are all wrong. Yeah.
Observation Hockey are wrong.
Way wrong. But yeah, I like this deck. I like this, but I do want to remind everybody out there who's first time playing this deck, especially maybe even you, Lonely, who's getting a nice little care package in the mail here soon. With I think you're going to be happy with it if you're out there. But we've got, don't just play sack. Like, this is a swing in this deck. This is a character you get an extra additional swing, and then you can play this ability. It doesn't require you resting it or anything else like that. You can swing with it, hit, and trash it. It just says trash it. There's no other requirement. So, like, it can be a pseudo blocker if you want it to be, if necessary, as a threat, because you're saying, hey, if you let this stay on the board, I can trash this at any point that I want to get an additional 2k power on any of my swings. Like, there's a lot of value to this card. Don't sleep on it. Use it as a KO creator. Personally, on lethal swings, this is where it shines. when you're trying to go for the lethal swing on the board. So hopefully we'll see that today. We're going to find out this matchup, round 1, between James K, the 2-time, and Curly, our newer player, who's been doing a really good job of really improving his play every single time. Shows up to these things. He learns a lot from these matchups, which I really appreciate. And I love the interaction here. I did have the opportunity to sit in the studio to try to fix up some things on the computer and try to get some updates done for the channel. And while working on some of that side project, I was able to sit in and watch these two interact with each other. And James K, respect goes out to you, brother. He was taking a lot of time to explain his deck to Curly because he knew Curly was a new player. Wanted to make sure that he understood how this was going to work. And he even gave him just an option of like, hey, can I tell you how to beat me? And he was like, no. I don't want to tell you how to beat me. I want to play and learn, but I appreciate it. Because James K was actually willing to go to the next mile. Yeah. Because Curly's always trying to get better. He's going to have to make those mistakes on his own to get better, which I totally respect and appreciate. This is me just giving sleeves for the Champions Dawn here. We finally got the printing for these and finally were able to deliver them. This is the Humbro Pie Championship Dawn for our 2-time champion, James K. We created this thing in his likeness as Law and used the background to kind of symbolize the set that was popular during his championship win. So he has 2 sets of 10 of him as Law during the Onigashima raid and the Eggman set. So we had to use the 2 sets back to back to create these Championship Dawn. This is his season 1 Championship Dawn. This one you have, Dawn, coming your way soon, which I'm really looking forward to seeing that come to fruition here. We're still artist is still working on it, but as soon as she's done, we're gonna get that printed and delivered. These things look so beautiful up close, nice and foily, and they just as we promised, you with or as your favorite character in the arc to really just kind of commemorate the fact that you guys did such a great job during the tournament play here. So we'll skip ahead to get to the actual life setup here. And the die roll. It's like James K might have taken a mulligan. But Curly is all set up with his 5 life here. And it looks like he's going first, based on that 1 Dawn here.
Okay.
So, have you played this matchup a lot?
Yeah, Rayleigh is very favored. I have a lot of cards that I tech specifically to stop Rayleigh.
All right, so starting off with a buggy search, Curly, you're going to look at the top 5 for an event.
Rayleigh is very favored in this matchup.
Interesting. I don't think I've played enough against you with this deck. I've played other decks, but I haven't played against you with this deck. Did we ever play during the...
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. We tried practicing with Spencer a lot, but we didn't... You and I never got to go head-to-head.
I mean, I barely got to play the game, so...
Yeah, right.
Okay, Zeus, yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, absolutely. Using the on-play KO ability to have to take a life to do so, but absolutely need to stop these threats and stop Curly's deck from going wide.
Yeah.
One of the biggest threats that this deck
Zeus is a key
has.
card in this matchup for you because you need to... And also, Buggy cannot be KO'd by battle and most slash attributes. This is mostly a slash attribute deck. So, not having otherwise a good convincing out to Buggy, so...
Very smart play for James.
Also, you want to be playing a 2 cost on turn 2 or 2/1 costs. So that is very important. That was Observation Hockey?
Yeah. It was a foil.
No, that was Conqueror's.
Conqueror's Hockey.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. The foiling was what gave it away for me.
Yeah.
No, he's showing something different.
No, he's now activating Observation Hockey.
There we go. Do like this. Ever since we gave Curly the critique to always reveal the card like that and give your opponent the time, he's been very respectful about it.
Adding the Unblockable event.
And one of the things he did ask James K is if he was familiar with his Rayleigh deck, and he said yes. So James is familiar with which one of these events do which.
And swinging 7, I would not have done that. I would have swung... I would have used Leader Effect to buff... Oh, wait, no, we played Shocky
just
this
played
turn.
Shocky, yeah.
Okay, never mind then. Forgot.
7 seems like an optimal play here.
I mean, yeah, if you can't... Okay, Perona, not...
And leaving 1 open for Conqueror's Hockey at this point,
Nah,
it's not worth it.
Grabbing Heal Law here. Perona telegraphing that we don't have the setup, potentially, for what I usually like to do on my 4-Dawn turn, which
Right.
is be able to put out a Cavendish before they expect it.
Card's so good. When you see that on your on your 4-Dawn turn, it is so incredibly scary.
Yeah.
We've seen it a number of times on this camera
Okay.
where he's gotten 5 characters on board with 4 Dawn.
Okay,
5
playing the
characters.
second Zeus.
Okay.
Okay, not even using the effect.
Interesting. You think he's trying to go body for body?
We're blind leader affecting.
Okay.
And wait.
And it's a Prona. Hate to see it, but here comes 6, only asking for a 2, and Curly's got 2s for days, but decides to take anyways. Okay.
I mean, yeah, you want the free card.
Fair. Yeah. Especially since James is not going to starvation mode.
Yeah, and also we don't want to go down to 1 life versus Rayleigh right now.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I would have taken that option personally. Would you? I mean,
To Zeus the
Yeah.
Shocky, no. Shocky is not worth a Zeus. What you want to Zeus are the Luffys and the Buggies.
but you notice he activated the leader ability. It looked like he was actually trying. Do you think he just wanted to see? Or?
No, he needed 5 cost of characters on board.
Oh, okay. So
to
it only
leader
had
effect.
was.
And we're trying to
Yeah.
blind leader effect to get a body out. If we got something like a blocker law out to get the other Zeus back in hand to retain more 2Ks and a blocker.
Okay.
We know he has the unblockable event, but we can still always block characters because unblockable only works on leader.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think one of the things that hopefully Curly's paying attention to here is that he does have that unblockable event. If he can save that as a value card, it's going to pay off in the late game, because one of the things that Trafalgar Law does do very well is block up. It's got a lot of cheap blockers. So if he can save that for that final life swing and a nice little, what do you say, 15k, 16 maybe swing with the combination of the event and the unblockable event.
Yeah, it's why against Rayleigh, I always want to be at least 1 life. Because if I have a bunch of blockers up, I can probably deal with character swings, but that way I always at least have the 1 life to soak the leader swing.
Yeah, because that card is absolutely devastating in here. Now, question for you, and I'm almost positive I know the answer to this, but there is a key card in James K's deck with the 8 cost Kid that can force attacks. The Rayleighs can't be blocked, does not supersede
No.
the Kid ability, correct?
Because Kid isn't a blocker.
Exactly. So if James K is able to establish that body, that is a way for this deck to kind of like avoid having to worry about maybe.
But
Just for that
there
turn.
are other things. Usually they either play Divine Departure or they play Mole Pistol, which are also very good outs to Kid.
Absolutely. We did see, I believe, that Mole Pistol. No, it was not.
With
It was
Divine
like Divine
Departure.
Departure. So that's one of the cards that maybe Curly might be switching into, given the feedback to James K, because I know James K had talked about being a bit fearful of that card being played. Here comes a nice little rush and
That
1K
was a lot of counter we had to give there.
for 3 big swings. I mean, that's what Rayleigh does best. You got these little weenie cards doing some massive 6K, 7K swings.
Yep. 2 into the Shocky makes
Shocking.
sense.
We'll see if Curly wants to save it. Not optimal. I love it being a pseudo blocker, but then again, sometimes you can turn it into an even better pseudo blocker by protecting these, which he will.
Okay.
Curly will protect
That's
it.
Okay, but we have the Zeus too, and we weren't going to
Zeus.
swing with anything else with the Zeus, and it's going to get bounced to hand. So
Okay,
Walking out
and
of-
protecting again.
that's not right.
That's-
I don't see any world where leaving the Shocky on board is worth 2 cards out of hand.
I think late game, I would disagree, but early game like this,
We're still
yes,
early enough.
Exactly. Protecting that card, definitely something you want to be thinking of when you're getting closer to that final fatal swing to your opponent.
Grabbing that X Drake, that'll be good to deal with any like Luffy's or anything, and we are at lower life, so that'll always be online.
Right.
And it is a 2K if nothing else.
And I think, honestly, if I'm Curly, the card I value the most here is Rona Zoro. So those counters might have been better used just in case the leader swing comes into the Rona Zoro, because you know James K is going to try and get rid of that.
Yeah, going Bonnie, which yeah, we do have 8,
Yep. With the 2 characters that attacked and the 5 Dawn.
6 Dawn.
6 Dawn, sorry. Yep.
Okay.
Discarding the blocker law here.
Oh yeah, discard. It's a draw 2 discard 1.
Yep.
Okay, then putting 1 under leader, probably gonna.
He already knows what it is. It's
But no,
Piranha.
we still want. I would still want the 2K back in hand for
Oh,
bounce
yeah.
back the Zeus.
Yeah, fair. Absolutely. I forget that you don't have to play the other part of the effect, and we know it's going to whiff regardless, so we already know what it is, so just get the 2K in hand. Smart.
Yeah.
Potential KO for just in case the board gets a little too wide next turn, too.
Okay, going at the Shocky because we know that's gonna die. And
Yep.
then bouncing the I get back the 2K here. And we have to reveal it is part of the effect, but we know it's a Corona.
Do you think that protecting that Shocky twice there actually avoided James K from swinging at the Ronos altogether?
Probably, but I don't even know if that's worth it.
Yeah, that was 2 cards in hand. Just to that, and honestly, all they would have gotten was a 6K swing into Zoro, so that was one of the 2Ks.
Right.
So,
I don't
and
know.
that's just because we know how it played out too. Easier for us to backseat drive this one. 7 on turn, Curly. Thinking on his turn here. If he can get himself, I'd say, I'd like to see a Monkey D. Luffy right now. You got to get
He
those
searched
Monkey.
Luffy last turn, so we know he has it, but he did get rid of 2 events out of hand.
I know he's got 1 left,
Yeah,
guaranteed.
we have the unblockable. Okay, we just blocked this one here, I'm pretty sure. I mean, we might counter if in it just, but we know he has the Luffy. I feel like he's gonna play the Luffy this turn, so I would have blocked there.
Okay. Here comes 2 Dawn attached here. Coming in for 7. We got 5 Dawn left here for Curly. Could be a Luffy play unless he doesn't have the events. If he doesn't have the events, that could be
Okay, we're blocking and then
2K out, which he just
Yeah.
returned. Yep.
Yep.
Good on him for this play here. But let's see. Does Curly go for the Monkey D. Luffy play? Hopefully, he still has 2 events to reveal. He does. Does he have the 2 events?
We know he has the one unblockable, so
Yep, does.
Oh, we also
Oh,
knew
we
about
did.
the Conqueror's
We
hockey.
did.
So we did know he had 2 events in hand.
Yeah. This one's gonna be able to play a 3,000 power or
Oh.
less.
We're just sequencing it wrong because technically how the effect is supposed to resolve is you play the character, then you attach the Dawn. But
Yeah. And the character already swang.
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 And there are no triggers in law that you really need to worry about. So
Yeah. Well, I always tell people if you see yellow, be careful. I get it. Yes, you're right because you play the deck so much. But if I see yellow, I am on edge on what you could have. And you play beiges in your yellow.
not that beige.
I thought you did. At one point, didn't you?
No, it's not
Because-
Supernova. I can't do anything with it.
Oh, I thought that was Supernova.
No, if it was Supernova, it would be crazy because I could put it into life off of heal law.
Oh my god, that'd be gross.
Yeah, no, I would absolutely play that beige if it was Supernova.
Beige from life, the card that destroys your goals and dreams. All right, 8 Dawn turn here for James K.
Now he has the heal law, so it's probably a line for that.
You're also playing that Kuma too, so
No, he's not playing Kuman.
oh, that's not. Was he not? Oh, that's right. That I was thinking of a different deck. To dual commander, right? Oh, I don't know. I'll have to talk to somebody. Looks like my
Okay.
Discord's going off.
Okay, putting blocker law into life. Then we'll put the rest of Dawn under. Okay, so this is a blocker law line, I guess. We're gonna proc lead effect first, or are we gonna save that?
It's a great question.
Because what I think the line here is probably swing 7 into Zora. But we don't have anything. I guess we could, because I see 2 lines.
Okay.
I see just swing 7 into Zora, play the blocker law, bounce. So bounce one thing back, bounce that back, play back the Luffy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sinking everything. Or no, just
He had the
just-
one open too, by the
Oh,
way,
he did?
based on the amount of down he
So
allocated.
we are swinging into the Zoro.
Yeah.
So okay, so that means that we're doing the searcher line. The other line was gonna be blocker law bounce. The blocker law would play the X Drake, rest the boa, swing into the boa, but we no longer have anything else that can swing.
Yeah.
So
I like
we're
getting
just
rid of the
playing back
Zoro.
out the Luffy.
I like getting rid of Zoro.
No,
That's
I mean
good
that
enough.
was if
Yeah.
the Zoro didn't get countered out of.
Fair.
Grabbing another X Drake.
Okay. I'll have to search for the Luffy that he bounced back to hand. Like
Yep.
that. It's what this deck does best. I mean, search. I don't notice one of the things that was missing was a Kid Killer Searcher. And
Yeah, because he's playing the Bonnie Searcher over it.
yeah,
I prefer the 2 cost.
I was gonna say because it doesn't enable your 4 on
Yes.
turn to get that thing so much easier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you need to see 2 1 costs, and you can't even really use the Bonnie Search that turn if that's the case.
Right.
This seems to be a bit more of a defense-oriented build. Mine is a lot more aggressive than this build, because I play like restand laws and things.
Mm-hmm. All right. Looks like I got another
Meter
Conqueror's
affecting.
hockey to replace the last one.
Yep. Okay, we're swinging 5. We know he probably is going to try and go for board, so it is worth just countering this one.
Mm-hmm.
Because he can just then swing into the blocker law, but he already has the Bonnie up, so I don't even know if that. I mean, I guess he still has 2 swings remaining.
maybe trying to bait the use of that one so he doesn't have to worry about a late game. I know James K does play a lot
I
of
think
like.
it would have. We still would have retained more cards in hand if we blocked, because even if he does swing, then we burn the Perona. So.
But what I'm thinking is like James K probably wants him to use that unblockable Rayleigh event to get it out of his hand, so it's no longer a threat. He's been flashed it 3 times at this point, so you don't use a blocker, so you kind of incentivize the.
I mean, I feel like you only use that if you're going for game.
You should, yes. But that doesn't mean every player plays that. Because I told you, I saw it a lot where people were using it too early, or they just weren't using it at the right time, or weren't trying to get to that point.
Right.
So, looks like we're
on
getting the
each.
2 attached Dawn to get the plus 2k, so 7k for Luffy here. 7k swing. Where's it going? Probably the life to keep the race. This is red. Red likes to go face. Yep.
Yep, taking
That,
here.
they're Perona, so there's only one unknown left here. James K's gonna have to put up some kind of defense because he knows that if any more of these attacks land,
we can basically heal infinitely from this position.
yeah, oh yeah, that's true.
So that's
Here
a
comes 9. Can you explain the infinite heal combo? I know what you're talking about.
Leader effect, return, heal a lot of hand, play heal a lot back out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get the block there.
And now that he knows he can't bait the other one here, Sauce Mama, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. Ooh, Kid Killer. Here comes a 7 into life here.
We know he has the counter.
Yeah,
I would give an X-Drake and a Perona here. Everything's rested, and he didn't even use the boa, so
Yep.
we can definitely. So it's clean up board, and then probably start doing the infinite heal shenanigans.
Okay. We'll see if he goes that route. There is another option too here. If James K can find that Captain Kidd 8 cost, he could try to wall up there.
Yeah.
It is a very good card against this low to the curve deck because, like we said, there's a lot of investment in Dawn you have to do. And 8k leaders very strong against this deck. We've seen it with the yellow, black yellow Luffy.
I would not swing first with that. I would not swing first with leader here.
Okay.
I know we want to go high low, but we would have gotten another rested Dawn off of 7 cost Blah if we bounce that back to hand.
And Curly obviously running on a counter here too.
We just have another. Oh no, we do have the kid. Okay.
He is able to find the kid. Here comes the 8 cost kid. Now it's going to be locking up this board. Not going to be easy for Curly. He's not going to be able to use that event he's been holding on to get past this kid.
I mean, I think we still. It is worth just using the event here to. Okay, we're bouncing that just back just
To reveal
retain
another Perona. Jeez, Perona loves a life apparently.
Yep.
Got to put that one down to make sure that this is the only attack option here.
Tapping. And I'm guessing we're probably going to play that Luffy back out. Yeah, that's one of the main reasons to do that.
Yeah. And get to some knowledge. I always think it's good if you know what you're going to draw.
Like to... Okay, grabbing the 3rd X-Drake.
Okay.
New alt art from PRB.
Nice.
Usually I like playing a blocker off with a kid, but... And you would always be bouncing the Luffy back to hand anyhow, just to retain counter, if nothing else.
If I remember correctly, he doesn't have any 1-cost blockers, though.
No, but it's a 3 cost or less that you play.
That's
okay,
right.
Okay,
That's right.
swing with the blocker Bonnie into the boa. Probably correct.
Yeah, we'll get the bodies off the board.
Yeah, and if he has the unblockable event anyway, which we know he has, it's not even worth it, because this turn, honestly, the play might just be
Protect Kid.
Or just put everything on 15 into Kid.
Yeah, I think if I'm Curly, I'm trying to get rid of this thing right now.
And I don't think James K can counter out of a 15k swing.
Needs a lot. That's going to be a total of 8k in counter required just to get to 16. He's doing a main search event here, so one gunner.
Down under still, so we're fine.
It's on Curly to find out from the top 4 here something else to maybe add to the board. Maybe get, preferably if I'm Curly, I want to get 1 or 2 characters out so I can hope to go for a late game swing. Getting the Sanji, good call.
I mean, but I don't know if we can play characters because we need to get rid of the kid.
Yeah. See, when I'm thinking of this, I'm like, optimally for me, I'd want 2 1-costs that I could put out just to have some extra bodies and then swing with the rest into Kid and hope that they don't have, essentially, what is it, from 13, maybe if I had the red event to make it 14 and make them have 7k in counter in hand. Because even if they do counter at 7k, that's their entire hand. The game is
generates so much advantage that's not as big of a deal.
And he does now have Kid Block Lock and the Life Lock with the Law.
Yeah.
Let's see what we're looking for with now. We got another Kid Killer, the Monkey D. Luffy, and a Sanji, and the Unblockable
And we have
event.
2 events in hand.
Those are way too expensive.
Okay, and we're reminding that you do need to swing into Kid.
Yeah, if I'm curling out with that hand, I'm swinging it all out. That's all it. Curly, as I saw the Kid card, I panicked. Yeah, I would too. It's unfortunately the key card to this deck. Yeah.
Kid Killer. I guess we're just trying to swing 8 twice.
Let's see.
We're putting everything on Kid Killer.
So
That's
is that
less,
is that
though.
better math? Yeah, I was gonna
No,
say
it's less.
7 plus the remaining 4,
And now we have
11.
wait, and now we can just kill the
Yeah, two 2Ks.
which we knew he had.
Yeah, I think my play here, loaded up underneath Silver's Rayleigh, swing into it. If I don't have 2 1 cost to play to add to the board, just swing it all
And
out.
Little Pound Cake, you are right, but we have seen that he has not seen Divine Departure this game. So, like
No.
holding it.
Yeah.
We just know he doesn't have it. And we saw on the list that he's not playing Pistol.
Yep. No more pistol, and sadly, I don't know if Curly. If you got to tell us in the chat if you're going to be replacing that, because I remember James K giving you the advice to add that to your deck. It is a very effective answer to the Kid, not necessarily to pop it, but to kid it weak enough that all your characters
Yeah,
can.
it sinks it. So
Yeah.
that it's just we're just
Easier to
not
attack
in Kid
into.
Killer here probably.
Ouch. Yeah, that's where the cost of that Killer swing just did not work in your mathematical favor here. So personally, swing all out with Rayleigh. Hope to get every card in their hand if that's all they can
Bounce
do.
the Luffy back.
But you've got to get this kid off the board. It is too much of a menace. It gets around your best win con.
Play the Luffy back out.
Gonna get some more searches. If Curly can't get rid of this kid in the next turn, I feel like this game is just gonna fall too far out of reach because James Kane is a very comfortable position.
I think that if we didn't get rid of Kid Killer or Kid that last turn, we're not going to be able to win from here.
Yeah,
He does have 4 life, but honestly, we're
Yeah.
getting to the position that
Curly, I will hook you up. I got you, buddy. Don't worry. If you want the cards, just come to me. You know I'll help you out.
I mean, Mole Pistol is in the
Sorry, Doc.
ST21, so I think we still have some of those at the store.
We may, yeah. If we don't, even so, I'll help you out.
Bounce and play back out.
I've given this to every single community member. If I can help you get your deck together, all you got to do is just ask.
Grab another Blocker Bonnie.
Smart. Get some filter. Get some hand stuff here. I like it.
I mean, we can't play anything else this turn. We're just swinging.
Getting rid of some of that
6,
maybe no
and then
counter stuff for some
9.
counter. I like it.
Okay, well, yeah. Now, if we can't out Kid Killer, we do just the Kid.
Kid.
We do just lose.
And it doesn't look like he has any more rush packages
And I
left
think
here.
we just lose no matter what because we have to full send here. I'm pretty sure.
Yes. With a hand the way that James K is represented, yeah. He's going to have to use the anti-blocker, and he's going to have to swing full send into Kid Killer.
Or Kid.
I'm sorry,
I was
Eustace
making
Kid.
the same
Sorry, Eustace Kid.
So, honestly,
course, Curly.
I mean, I guess we could Boa, like we do have Boa Shocky. We could Boa Shocky, hope we find a Divine Departure, and get rid of Kid that way. Then we have bodies on board. But I think this is just lethal next turn, no matter what, because we have 4 swings versus 2 life.
Mm-hmm. And an
So,
opportunity to heal up, too.
Yeah. This is looking very bleak for Curly.
Yeah. We'll see if he can come up. That's the only line I can see him playing here. He's got to put the unblockable underneath it. He's only got 1 copy of it, which is going to hurt him because he needs that for the finishing blow. That's why I always like to have at least 2 in hand. I don't like to reveal it to my opponent that I have 2, but I definitely like to have 2 in hand and trying to get that closeout win. See, he's looking for the mole pistol, Little Pound Cake. The one that came out in Star Deck 21. We have what looks like he's resting a significant amount of Dawn here. I
I
mean,
think he's just trying to do math.
yeah, with how many cards in hand? I think, what does James K have? 5 cards in hand? So at maximum 10K. And counter here. Look like 5. But they all have to be 2Ks. Highly unlikely. Average is around, I'd say, 4 to 5 in hand for base averages for counter capability. So
I mean, we were just talking about like how James K is currently representing lethal right now, and that I don't think there's really anything else to do, and they're just talking about like alternate lines that might have not resulted in this.
yeah, well, Curly would have had to have the right cards in my opinion. I don't think that hand that he had right there had any better lines than what he could play right here, and already using the Monkey D. Luffy, or already using the Kid Killer, where that last turn you desperately need to get rid of the useless kid.
I mean, we could have cleaned up board that one turn, try and get rid of the 6-cost Bonnie
Okay,
instead of pressuring life.
that's fair. Get another nice little search event out from the top from the Boa Search. Has 2 characters. I don't think there's gonna be enough to swing in here though. So 6 left. It's gonna be 11k swing into.
Which, yeah, I mean, we did see him get rid of 2 2Ks.
Oh yeah, he's James K being nice to give him the rest of Dawn from the Luffy effect here. So that will be a total of 7 underneath it. That's 12k into Kid.
We could also use the Boa if we really needed to.
True. To get the last little bit, but he has to act.
And reminding him to swing the Kid.
He's got to use the. All right, going for Shocky for more bodies, but I feel like it's just too late at this point.
We can't play Divine Departure anymore, so.
And he didn't get it anyways. Jimbei, I don't remember seeing that on the list. Did we not have your updated list here, Curly? I thought we were playing with your updated list. Did you change it around a little bit? So I don't remember Jimbei being on the original list. This is a really tough, tight list too. There's not a lot of room that you can play around with. There's just so many of these cards that just are absolute staples. Boa's a staple. Monkey Luffy's a staple. All the events in there are staples. It's over 60% of your deck. Shocky should be an absolute staple. Buggy is an absolute staple. Like, you're coming down to it, like, you have maybe 4 cards to work with. But hopefully Curly knows he's got to use the key card in his hand, because he can just block out. Swing all that, he can just go like, okay, Trafalgar Law block. Or Bonnie block. Either way. Same result. Okay, just going 3. He's not going to get any swing in here. He's using all this Dawn. I get it. He's got a threatening turn next turn, but there's nothing
that... representing lethal.
Yeah. James K has no incentive to need to go for board here.
Oh, and we can just block out of this. Or, no, we have 1k out of this.
Yeah, just a 1k. Cavendish in the yard. Curly says, I did change it right before the last time. Okay. Give me an updated list when you possibly can. I want to make sure I have that update 8.
Well, this is just lethal.
Yeah. 10 full Dawn here for James K.
This is 4 9k swings minimum.
Curly representing probably, 3 or 4 cards in hand. So here's our first 9k swing.
9.
Depending on how quick Curly takes this, means that he doesn't have the counter for it, and is the optimal line here. And that's if he takes it. He does take it. Not quick, which is good. Appreciate that, Curly. Nice. Stalling it out a little bit, making him think about it. Here comes 9. Needs to give up 5k, at least 3 cards in hand. If he had 1 open Dawn, maybe 2 cards in... No, still... yeah, maybe 2 cards in...
I have 1 open Dawn. Okay, there's...
2 2ks, needs a 1. Still needs a 1. Yeah,
well, then
yeah, the math is gonna be a lot easier now with all that knowledge here.
We still have 3 swings versus 1 life, and not that many cards in hand.
What'd you go, 10-10?
No, we just go 7s now if he only has like 2 cards in hand, because now, well, he has to use everything for this one.
All right.
Oh, he still has cards in hand, so I'm not sure if 7 was right there. I would have. Okay, going 7 now, and then everything on the last swing.
One, counting it out here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Here we go. Big swing. 12k into life. I don't think Curly has it. That's gonna do it. Congratulations, James K, doing the math and taking down the win. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit here to the pack opening, but I gotta say, one of the things I really appreciate about this game was I got to see James K interacting with Curly, watching him go through the steps and go through the plays. tremendously respectable. I love this. I love when players out there. This is what I find a lot in this community, is you have people who are trying to help their players get better at the game, and you cannot get better as yourself if you people around you aren't sharpening your blade. So be like James K. Be like the rest of these people. Help these new players get into the game. Show them different lines in which to address this. Trust me, it'll pay off in the long run, especially if you want to be one of those top tier contenders, where you want to be at the top level. You have to be playing the best, and you can't always pull the best from all over the world your direction. So make your community the best. Let's see, we should have the pack opening here soon. Let's see what James K walks away with. It's a 30-second skip with 27 seconds left. Okay, here we go. Pack opening. Didn't want to skip ahead and just skip the whole thing. Let's see what our first bounty pack goes for. I learned a lot, and more than he explained it a bit more, and realized how bad I play. Curly, I wouldn't say terrible. It's just there's some things, some nuts and bolts that you're going to get through with enough practice. And I'm glad that you have that ability to listen to, especially someone as intelligent and knowledgeable as James K. The man understands the game very, very well. He's not our two-time champion for nothing. Man has won the first and second, being in the middle of the pack. He knows how to sleep around things, and the guy thinks about the game at the same level as this guy over here. So very, very good heads-up player. Something that most people would be intimidated by, and I'm glad that you didn't know much about him in the past, so you couldn't be intimidated. Just enjoy the fact that you're playing against some of the best in the game. He is a traveling player, so he does go to major events and play at the high-level plays, just like our boy over here, Porter.
I don't play at too many high-level events.
You've played them more than I have. I'll give you that. I like to, and I'm a big, I love competitive play. I love traveling for this stuff. You've been to more than I have.
I mean, most of it's online, but still.
Yeah, that's my biggest downside. I don't like to do online cups. What's up, Captain Literal? Welcome back. Good to see you. Guys, we have 2 more packs to give away. Another round coming up here soon. Just a reminder, comment, just like Captain Literal did, for your chance to win one of these 2 packs. I'm pretty sure there's guaranteed 1 hit left. I'm hoping I didn't mix up the secret layer in the last one. If you guys were watching my live last Tuesday, there was a secret layer pull, or a secret pulled from the box, and I got nervous that maybe the packs that I brought over got mixed into the bounty packs. I hope that's not the case. I'm hoping to see a secret rare very soon here to find out that it was just, we're secret rare happy right here. Curly says he beat me. If he didn't listen to him, I never get better. That's, yep, smart, very smart. I do have some exciting news though. I have secured, and I have armed security at night to keep this thing sealed for you. But it's shit. So we gotta have a heart attack. As soon as we get through this box, as soon as we get through that box of this many packs, and we will be opening up on stream and part of our community box, PRB2. This is the only box left in the Charlottesville area. The only box left.
Wait, so does that mean that the championship series will not have PRB pricing?
We put those aside. Don't worry.
Okay.
They're locked away. Those aren't PRB pricing. That is completely separate from your ability of a box ticket product, because
Okay.
PRB pricing is PRB pricing. This is the last box left here that we're going to be able to open outside of PRB pricing. I gotta be quick, but this is it. We are going to be opening this up. This is great. But we do have this box for you guys. I can't wait to open it with you. These are my absolute favorite. I wish they would do more print runs so I can do this all the time. If this was the only box I opened from here until like the end of my stream at whatever, I'm 200 years old, whatever, I would just do this set. But the set is waiting and ready for you guys, so stay tuned. The community box is on its way. These are already in the building, right? I have armed security. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let's get into round 2, shall we? James K is going to maintain his seat at the table. Now he's going to be going up against another one of the contenders, Wolf, who's been doing a phenomenal job in the series, coming up from behind. The man started late in the season, and through the first couple weeks was able to put up like 11 so many points and jumped himself into the top 8 within like a couple performances. So Wolf really demonstrating his prowess in this game and capability to come back from almost nothing, because he just got into it so late. But Wolf is going to be going head to head versus James K. So we've got a great contender with Wolf on a Nell versus the Trafalgar Law deck.
Dude, I have work in the morning. There's no way we can do Nell games.
Let's see. Round 2. Let's get to it. Let me get the deck list up first. So here we go. We've got Wolf on a Nell here, and I need to update the leaders just real quick. And since Trafalgar Law is kind of like your thing, I will do my best to cover icky yellow. So Enel is essentially a 10 life leader. Don't let the 4 life fool you. This guy has a nasty ability. This one, the only monocolor that I can think of that has less than 5 life. But the
Emu next set, Vegapunk.
Vegapunk, yeah, it has 2. That's right. But I was trying to think. Yellow's always the one that kind of like screwy with life, but it's really, it's very misleading in this deck. This deck has always been a menace in the formats. It has a very strong ability that has not been duplicated or improved upon yet by any other leader. When the number of your life cards becomes 0, add 1 card from the top of your life deck to the top of your life cards, then trash a card from your hand. So once per turn, and opponent's turn, but it's very powerful. And if your opponent can't get through the massive amount of triggers and the massive amount of cards advantage and the massive amount of heal that we're about to go into, this card is just constantly healing. It comes accompanied now with this new EB02 card that just got released here recently with the 10 cost Enel that has, when attacking, you may trash 1 card from your hand. If you have 1 or less life, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards. Then if this character gets a plus 1000 during this battle. So it's a nice little 12k swing and constant heal. This is when attacking every single turn. Trash card, get a life. Trash card, get a life. So long as you're keeping it at that low life count here, you've got to worry about this healing back on this backswing and this healing up on the swings. So even when you're looking at 2 life, you're technically looking at 3. Even when you're looking at 1 life, you're technically looking at 2. And you've got some massive cards to get around. This one, absolutely powerhouse. The Secret Rear Kuma on play, you can trash 1 card from your hand, add up to 1 of your cards on top of your deck to your top of your life cards. Then this card gains plus 2 costs, which is nice for anti-blue and black. Opponent's turn, KO on KO, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to your opponent's to the top of your life cards. So not only on play, but even in death, he'll continually keep healing you. This makes him a card you do not want to hit, you don't want to mess with late game, and another opportunity to continually heal in a deck that just seems to do nothing but stop your opponent and heal. It's absolutely disgusting.
Okay, so he's not actually explaining why this deck is miserable to play against. I'm going to actually have to talk about why this deck sucks. First off, we're actually healing our opponent with this. We have this on play, Kuzan. Place 1 of your opponent's characters with cost of 3 or less at the top or bottom of your opponent's life cards face up. Your opponent trashes a card from their hand. And we have Merman Combat Ultramarine, which adds a 6 cost to the top or bottom of your opponent's life. And we have Katakuri, which also does the same. So what we're doing is we're putting everything into their life to stack their life up to mean that our Gadatsus, which KO opponent's characters with a cost equal to or less than their life, Hino Bird Zap, which does the same thing, and Yamato, which does the same thing and also heals. So basically, we are not letting our opponent play the game.
Yeah.
We are just putting everything into life, starving them, hoping we get out like a bunch of like large bodies, and then start swinging in when your opponent's at like 10 life.
Yeah.
And I will be honest, deck out is a legitimate game win con with this deck because you can stall out so long.
This is the grindy of grindy decks. This deck did really well in the national tournament stage or the world event stage last year, manipulating and using the time to its advantage to a degree, and used against it to a degree in the finals match when people realized that what it was trying to do. But this is the tenacity deck, the deck that is going to force you on all of your will, because you will be playing the longest games of One Piece, next to Nami, or would you say more than Nami?
This is Nami now.
Yeah, this is the Nami now, right?
Yeah.
Now that the ban, this is the new Nami. This is the new Grindfest. Captain Little says, I will never forget Enel losing 3rd place at the Worlds because the opponent used their strategy against them to make them lose a timeout. Yes, that's exactly what I'm referring to, Captain. The time was used against them because of the stall capability. So in the time formats, not the greatest of strategies. You got to play quicker with this. But once you start learning this game, you're really going to start kind of defeating the will of your opponent when they realize that they can't keep anything on the board and keep anything, and they never feel like there's a great turn to swing. It is probably the hardest things about this deck is figuring out what is that turn you need to play to go for the game, and is it even viable when they have triggers in life like this Beiji to stop an attack from one of the characters from life. And is that there's some of these other and this one's just oh gosh, if this is their last life, this is the worst feeling in the world. Not only do you have to worry about the NL here, but you have this card that gives you, oh, is this the last card in your life? I'm gonna give you a free life. Great. So now I have to worry about 2 free lives out of the deck. That it will throw your math off every single time. It is absolutely disgusting. A lot of 2Ks in this deck, a lot of upgrades to the 2Ks. I love the Zeus add here because a nice little KO'er that adds to that package you're talking about was killing the lower characters. But definitely a deck that just makes you feel like you're never going to be able to keep anything on the board. And you've got this beautiful, healthy stack of 10 cards in life until you don't. And that's how the deck wins. But now, please take it away with Trafalgar Law from James K's perspective.
If you have 5 cards or more characters, you play a card for free in life. You have this to stack life. These are your searchers. This is a blocker that protects your slash from KO. This cycle and a blocker. This is the best card in the deck. This is a blocker that bounces your searchers back and plays out more cards. This closes games. This is heal and playmaking. Probably shouldn't be running 4, but this isn't my list. And this is stall card.
The 2 card, the 8K wall.
Okay, I'm being quick about this because this is an L match and I don't want to wait long.
This man has to work in the morning. We have lives ahead of us. Let's go into it. This one only 6 hours. Okay, only 6 hours between these opponents. Really looking forward to this 6 hour match. All right, starting off here. Turn 1, James K goes for the Bonnie Searcher.
Yep.
Turn 2, gonna go for the Search. There isn't anything you could do, Porty. It's a Nel versus Law. It's all ogre. It's all ogre for you, my man. So Wolf here putting James K, I think, on the play, because I know that this is a deck that wants to go second. Am I right?
It can.
Yeah. Get the energy drinks. We'll be here till 2 a.m. Yeah, if this was another World Events, absolutely. That World Event we covered live here on the channel, it was a long night. Marcus was with me, passed out like halfway through. He was just gone.
Okay, swing 5 just to get him down early.
Yeah, get some pokes in. What is your strategy against this deck usually?
Well, I now can't really profitably put characters into life with this because I can just play them back out.
Yeah.
Moves on, put that in, and then rip a card.
Isn't that kind of counterintuitive though? I mean, Law loves cards in life. Loves cards in life, right?
Yeah.
So wouldn't adding it to life, even though you can keep cheating them out?
Discard off of. Okay, there we go. Get rid of that. But we still, if the Law player doesn't know what they're doing, they can put too many cards in life and not actually go for plays. But I think James K is a better Law player than that.
Good. I would give him the same kind of credit. Captain Lewis says, I remember watching it with me. I do. It was such a fun night.
Yep. Here we have Cavendish, Restand 2.
Now, I'd love to say that I could guarantee we're going to do it again this year, but there is an opportunity, very small chance, but there is a chance that I could be representing us in Worlds. So I will not be able to do a watch party with you. I might actually be there. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
We do not get the draw off of this because we don't have enough rested cards. Another reason why I do not like this Bonnie. Because if it was most other 5-cost Supernovas, it could at least be impacting the board state.
Yeah.
But right now here it's just a blocker.
And he needs to play it so early versus the late game where you want to play that, where you can guarantee you have 8 rested cards, right?
Yep.
Cameron says, I'm curious, thoughts on the yellow Bonnie versus Nell. Seen as put Bonnie characters into life lets her double dip the triggers and the like. So that
well, the triggers don't matter if Nell's never swinging into life and just goes for deck out.
That's fair. That's fair. Do you think that that's the strategy for Nell versus Yellow Bonnie?
Probably. Okay, and there's the Cavendish gone.
Oh, man. Wolf KO on the character is not keeping anything for James K to be able to use this leader ability, but however, does have enough cost here to activate. So can start getting some characters out of life if he can start keeping some characters out to bounce back.
Beige, getting the Luffy back, probably putting something else into life. Or we're not. Let me look at that beige.
Let's see if it is a mandatory.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Nell versus Blue Nami. Well, thank God we don't have to see that. I think Nell has to play differently against Blue Nami. But I think Blue Nami wins in the stall.
No, Nell's stall deck. It's
Well, yeah, Anel's trying to stall, but Nami likes to stall, right? So it just draws through its whole deck. And then if it's trying to put everything in life, it doesn't like that. You're just helping. So thank God we don't have to worry about Blue Nami. But I'd give money. I'd put money on Blue Nami for that matchup. What about you?
I'm not sure.
All right, let him look up that. He's looking up the Beiji right now to make sure that the return to life isn't a required effect. He has done it twice now, though.
He did put something into life the second time.
Yeah, but is it optional?
Up to.
Up to. Okay. There you go. 7 into life here. I remember James K saying he was a little bit struggled to see how much pressure he should put on this deck here.
Okay, now we're leader affecting.
Getting
Bounce.
And replay here. Nice little Monkey D. Luffy.
Yep, get more cards.
Lord of the Rings. Which is longer, watching Lord of the Rings trilogy or cut a match of Enel versus Blue Nami? I'll tell you this: the last recorded matchup for Enel versus Blue Nami is speculated to still going on to this day. So if you can find the video buried within the series that is the internet now, you will find out that they're still playing to this day.
Okay, we're Beijing just to get the life even lower, so that we're not so that there's no way we're within range for any of our important characters to be KO'd.
Yep. I heard they even went to holding a breath contest, and they both passed out. It was a great epic match. Porter would have loved it. It would probably be your most epic casting ever, is watching Blue Nami versus Yellow Nell. Get back into the game here. So you notice that Wolf isn't using a lot of the abilities to bounce things into life here.
I mean, we have 2 cards that did that.
As much as this deck does, we haven't seen any swings. We haven't seen.
Yeah, because he doesn't swing. There's no reason to swing. He wants him to have cards in life.
Even this deck, though, I feel like that's counterintuitive.
No, you still need it.
There's so many on plays with your deck. I feel like that's counterintuitive.
You still need to do it because that's your win con.
Okay. See, as an Enel player, I think I would be super excited for him to put my on plays in my life. Because I'm just activating leader ability every turn.
Yeah, but if he puts 2 things in, then...
It's a little bit behind, but it's just a free card every time.
It denies swings.
Fair. And the goal here is to get to what? You want to have 4 basic good swings against this deck? What is your turn where you're trying to go lethal against this deck?
I mean, my turn would look very different from James K's turn because of options in my deck that he's not playing.
But I'm in general here. Optimally here, what is an optimal base state for him at 1 life?
4 swings, probably 5 to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
If he's at like 1 or 2 life, like 4 or 5 swings.
Okay. Now, both players at 1 life here. Do you think James K's trying to bait him into finally getting some swings in? And here we go. Might have done so. 7K. Get a block with a 2K. Oh, Kuma's going to get a nice little heal out of this. Discard another one of those removal cards. Notice he hasn't been playing them.
I mean, at this point, I'm not sure.
A whole lot of point, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, pass it back the turn. Even trying to bait a card would just be Bonnie blocked right out the way.
Yeah.
So no real reason to swing into this board here. James K now having to fight against 2 life. That means you need all, 5, 6 swings?
Yeah.
What is your... Do you have like a basic idea in math? Like if they have too much, this many life, this many swings? Kind of like a wag of...
I don't have
ratio?
anything like specific for that now.
How often do you play this matchup?
Not very.
By choice.
Yeah.
Has Wolf been like, hey, you want to play a match? And you're just like,
No, Wolf usually doesn't bring this deck out of courtesy to everyone else at the store.
Maybe he's trying to play for the wins right now, right?
Yeah, I guess.
It is a very, very effective deck, and if you don't know how to play against this deck, it can steal some wins.
So we're probably bouncing the beige back to grab the Cavendish. Get that. Get more Dawn out from the Cavendish.
Yeah. I call this the Soul Stealer. What do you think? Anel? Soul Stealer just makes you feel like you're just constantly playing from behind. Thoughts?
I don't know.
His soul is already taken. That's what it is. All right, massive swing here for a big 5K Luffy swing.
Probably into the Kuzan, maybe into life.
Yeah, it looks like a 1K.
No matter what.
James looking at 7. Trying to looks like Kuzan. Needs 2. Does have the 0 cost discard effect to save this attack if he wants to. Just lets it go. Yeah, I don't think I would protect that card either, would you?
Passing. No,
Yeah.
not after one swing. We already countered out of one swing. I'm not giving 3 cards to keep a 5K body on board.
Right. Especially we got some beautiful targets here. Looks like we can Kuma again here. Kuma's not limited by having Kuma on the board, is it?
No, it's not.
Oh, good grief. I know that there's some cards out there. It's like you can only have one of them, like Cavendish,
Iron
right?
Luffy. Yep, Cavendish is you can only have 1 cap on board.
Like Kuma just not even being restricted that way. I feel like it's such a powerful card. And we speculated on Kuma when it first got spoiled that the thing was going to be absolutely disgusting. But we were thinking more Koala deck, right?
I mean, it was immediately apparent that this would be disgusting in every yellow deck.
I think I remember correctly. You did say that. Like you said specifically that. It's like this is good at just yellow. If you're playing yellow, you should be playing this card, right?
The only exceptions are Law and Vegapunk.
I know he's not Supernova. I'm not asking. If he was Supernova, would you lose your with this ability?
Honestly,
In your deck, go ahead. Yeah.
I'm not sure I would even play it then.
Really? Okay. Do you have a reasoning or just?
Because it doesn't really work with any other part of the deck.
That's fair.
Like, if it was searchable, it would be something, but, like, you want to know what you're healing, which is, like, it's always just going to be worse heal law.
Yeah, because you don't know and you can't play around it. That makes sense. And in the fact you're only playing 2 heal law as it is because you don't want to see too many of it.
Right, because it's a brick. Like, Kuma isn't a brick, at least, but it's just, it doesn't do enough for the deck. It's not a 5 cost, so you can't play, so even if it was Supernova, you couldn't play it off of Leader.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right, here we got a 9K swing coming into life here.
But 2 blockers up.
Yeah. This is a new PRB, Sanji, yeah?
No, this is from EBO2.
EBO2, okay. I haven't seen this one in a while. Even since it's printing. What was this deck? Was that?
It's really only good in an L.
Okay. Interesting. I don't remember him and Anel getting along very well. Although he did light his cigarette, right?
Technically.
Yeah, so I mean, there's some friendly relations here, potential here. Here comes 7. Gonna use that 0 cost. Only 3 cards left in hand. Not enough attacks, in my opinion, to get through this 1 life. What do you think?
Not with 2 blockers.
Yeah.
That's not enough to get through 1 life, even if...
He didn't have blockers.
No, even if it wasn't a now.
Fat hand here for James K, but sadly... It's looking, honestly, more in favor of Wolf here. Would you agree?
Yeah, it definitely is.
And we know he's got some amazing top end potentially coming in here. Like next turn, likely going to come out with that 10 cost Anel and really start putting some pressure on.
Yeah, just start cleaning up forward.
Rush Anel, heal up, just constantly keeping the pressure on, keeping these 2 blockers if possible. James K doesn't have a whole lot of great options. And has to be fearful that Wolf can go on the offensive just about any moment.
Okay, Koshiro is good if...
It protects Cavendish, right?
And Blocker Law and Heal Law. We're bouncing the Bonnie back to hand, revealing that our last life is the 3 cost Bonnie. Then we're probably going to play the Bonnie back out.
And we should have enough rested characters this time. Right?
We have 2 rested Dawn so far, 1 rested character, plus the 5 rested we'd play off of the Bonnie. We would have enough.
Yeah, I'd have exactly 8. Yep. There we go. Gonna filter through. Should have 8 rested cards. 1 open. Smartly didn't attack with Cavendish because Cavendish is not new, is it? Is it new this turn?
I mean, we just haven't attacked with Cavendish yet.
Okay. But the fact that he didn't was smart, because you really want these attacks to give you two unopened so you can use those for allocation for attacks. But Cavendish swing, here comes 7. We'll see if we get a block. Could see a block in 1K, right? Because this is our 2K. This is a 6K blocker. Yep. Looking for 2. There's a Beiji block. All right. No longer going to be really able to attack with anything. This Jewelry Bonnie knew the...
And we still have leader.
Oh, that's right. I missed that. Look at the front row and miss it. So 6K to 6K.
We still have 3 Dawn open too.
Go all 8, 9. Go all 9.
9. We could also swing with blocker law if we really wanted to. We still retain 2 blockers up.
That's fair. But would you go after the blocker now just to try to get the pressure off the board here? Because I don't think he has enough attacks to really go for game. So maybe switching up to go for the blockers?
I mean, maybe. I mean, at that point, we'll see what happens. Yep.
All right, 6K here.
Get the 1K out of hand.
1 or 2. He's got both. He's got the heal Kuma for 1K. He's got the Zeus.
Just
Let's
take
go.
him.
Okay. Now try to bait the other blocker if possible.
Playing the other Koshiro
Sure.
and
Okay.
not swinging. We don't want to get a bad trigger out of life, is I'm guessing the philosophy there.
Yeah, and force a discard to heal back up, so it doesn't really do much of anything for the turn. He can filter through some of his no-K counters just to put something else in life. All right, 1 life here for Wolf. He's putting the Enel to the top, so it looks like that's looking like his most optimal play here. Going to be able to heal back up to 2 if he plays it. And have an opportunity to start cleaning board. Here comes 5 to life, looking for a block. Gets a 1K instead. 5 to life, looking for a block.
Probably we have a 1K here.
You've got a lot of 1K counter in this deck, so I imagine that would be the play. See what he's going to do with it. Hasn't decided yet if he's going to give up a block, going to give up 1K. Does he get a free block with a Jewelry Bonnie? Like, I don't know how much practice James Case had against an L. It's one of those decks where you don't... Oh, took. Just took. From a 5K swing. Okay. He knew what it was. He knew. Do you want that in hand?
It's another blocker.
Fair. Let's see. A few options here. I think Anel's the best option. What would you say? I don't really like the Yamato putting things in life right now. I think just healing myself and keeping the pressure on for lethal.
Yep, 7 into...
Cavendish.
So get a
Get 2K. There's a Nami. Zeus is Nami, sorry.
Yep, play
Here
it
come.
now.
Alright. Anel.
Probably gonna... We're gonna have him trash first.
Yeah. Get that on attack trigger, so he's got to get rid of...
Something.
Yeah. 1-1-1-1. Only 1 brick in hand. Wow, that's really good for Wolf there. Only having 1.
Yeah, trash the Sanji.
Okay.
Heal, and then we'll block.
And passing back. 1 blocker, 2 life, essentially 3. And 4 hits necessary. Hasn't restand this law for some reason. There's nothing locking that down, is there? No, just has done it yet. Okay, just making sure.
Honestly, I think we swing into the Kuma this turn. I know it gets him a heal, but honestly, at this point, we just need to run him out of resources.
Yeah. So is starvation a thing you can do against an L?
At this point, I think maybe.
Okay.
Because we swing into Kuma, swing into Kuzan. Even with only the Sanji and the Enel, the next turn we can go for the Enel. I think then
And
swing into the Kuma.
Kuma takes some out of the ability to heal from an L, so the Enel swing won't do anything.
Enel is 2 or less life, so he could still heal. Or no, is it 1 or less life?
It's 1 or less life.
Okay.
Yeah.
So actually, definitely. We do know he has the second Kuma on hand. So okay, we're swinging 7 into, what are we swinging into?
Hopefully, Kuzan, good call.
Makes sense.
All right. Hopefully get a Cavendish swing. Well, he needs to play something to get the value to Cavendish first.
So what I would do here is I would swing 9 into Kuma.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, that change. This would be the correct line, because I was going to say bounce the law back to hand to play it back out, but if we had the second one, we just play that. We save the bounce for something else.
Fair. Absolutely. And you want those 9K bodies to start putting the pressure in here. So Cavendish going to be able to get 2 more on Dawn unrested here.
9 into, or 11 into, looks like that was
Into
2K, so that was into an L.
Okay. You think it would have gone Kuma there, though?
I would have gone Kuma. Even if it fades the blocker, that's still good enough.
Right.
Because if he can already heal with the Enel anyhow, and also does have a Kuma. So we're bouncing. Are we going to actually play? Okay, we are playing.
Oh, okay. And he put Bonnie into life. Interesting to get in cycle.
Gets another blocker, gets the cycle, restand 1. We could still go 7
into Kuma.
Yeah, we have 7, 8 into Kuma potentially.
Yeah. I like that play.
Or yeah, it's probably 7, 8 into Kuma.
We've gotten unlimited on cards here, so obviously life is not the option here. I think going board, cleaning this thing up to give him less swings at my life, adding value to the blockers that I have
Right,
left.
and it's probably like, and I don't know if Wolf would even defend the Kuma, so it's a swing that we could just do, get a body off the board. Yeah, I think swinging Kuma is correct.
Here comes 7. Will Wolf protect or take the life? And one of the values is Kuma on KO will heal 1, giving Wolf essentially 3 life, which is always 4 with an L. You always got to add that +1. So long as they have a card in hand, the deck is never dead.
Right. Yeah.
Let's go. Now, do you swing into life?
Yeah, but I wouldn't leave 2 up, because I don't think we have another Koshiro, right? And I
Maybe
don't
we do.
know
It
if
looks like he's
there's
tapping 2.
anything that I would play over, though, is the other part.
Yeah, this looks like a very strong board. I would be happy with this board state.
Yeah, I guess we want another blocker in case he has another Russian L. I think that's the thought process here. But the only
Who do you get rid of?
Cavendish, I guess.
Cavendish seems like the linchpin to your deck, though. I mean, it really starts opening up
We
other
saw him
plays.
win the last game without playing a single Cavendish.
That's fair.
And at this point, it's probably just too small.
I don't think I'm a fan of losing Cavendish. If that's going to be the case, here comes a blocker.
And personally, I would not have done this, because if he does have the other Russian L, which is the only thing that could kill us here, I would have almost certainly kept the Cavendish, and the Koshiro could have just countered out of the leader swing.
And we have a fat hand, so it's not like all these attacks can actually get through.
Yeah.
Like having 2 blockers with a nice decent size of 6 cards in hand.
And the Koshiro can't even protect anything. I mean, I can protect 7 costs, but those aren't in threat. I guess we're doing that to remove the Bonnie.
Yep. Which I think he's telling him is not slash effects, so we can't actually protect it. So Wolf on the right choice there. Good choice for Wolf here. Getting the Bonnie out of the way. That does mean he cannot play a Nell Rush. He doesn't have it, but he can't play it. Oh, he does have it. Oh, he has it.
He drew it for turn, I guess.
So that takes off the turn. Can heal with Kuma.
Can heal with an L too.
Yeah. Wolf looking like he might be trying to get at least the blockers off the board here. Here comes 7.
Probably another reason why I would have tried to retain the Cavendish.
Another attack target.
Yeah, I could try and go Cav, or we could have had the Cavendish for next turn, and we would have had a more commanding line to lethal potentially.
Absolutely. I mean that restand. If you're playing out the blocker later after having lost the blocker.
Did Wolf trash?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
He trashed the Yamato to get the ability here, and here comes Kuma to heal back up to 3. I think that's just taking him slightly out of lethal range here. That's 4 essential life
versus 3 swings.
Yeah.
That's the game.
I think Hody Jones
Hody
could
doesn't do it.
No, not even with Hody.
4 versus 4 life, you need additional swing.
Yep, that's right. That's right. Going for a search.
mean, there's nothing we can search at this point that does anything.
A cheaper blocker to try to stall. Looks like he is going for a bounty blocker. But he's not playing the basic blocker, right? So he doesn't have the search for the cheaper blocker.
And we can play 2 blockers because he does have the 3-cost bounty.
All right, here comes an 11k swing. Where's this one going? Hopefully an L. Okay, going for an L. I respect this play. I think going for an L right now is really our only option. You got to get this attack off the board.
But he has a 2k and a blocker.
I think all 3 swings towards an L here would be the only option.
I don't think we have enough for a 3rd swing.
Not Dawn-wise here, because we're used 4, there's 6 left. That would be, no, we can't. There isn't enough. So load up heavier on this one for the Nell swing. He's only got 2, so go, what, go to, gotta go 5 here. I can't, can he draw? Yeah, he can. The rest of Bonnie, discard for blocker law. All he's got left here is 11 though after that play.
And he has the block, which we obviously take.
Yep.
And then we do just lose.
Wow, that's really rough board state here for James. Not able to... Would you start doing the heal law trick right now?
At this point, it's too late. It doesn't matter. And you're only prolonging the inevitable.
All right, that's fair. Just not a lot of great attacks here. Even attacking right now, not going to do much. I'd say hope to get rid of the NL, get rid of the blocker, pass a turn, and hope survive. That's really where I'm thinking right now. If I'm James K, like, just pray that I survive the next turn. I think James K is working out like how many other options he has for more blocks here to try and save this game here. Hey girl, good to see you. You want to watch a game? You want to watch an NL game? Aren't you excited? Get to watch somebody nail. So debating out here. I like that these two really talking through these plays here. What's the attack? What?
I don't know. I think they're just talking it out.
All right, yeah. Interesting to see that one swing. Well, what would you have done if you would have swung with that?
I don't know.
Here comes 5 at life, I guess.
We take.
Yeah, that's an easy take in my opinion. Right into another Kuma, the 3rd Kuma of the set. Jeez. Gonna replace the Bonnie with a 2 cost.
Koshiro.
Yep, and pass back. Doesn't want to hit him one more time because this Anel is just gonna heal right back.
Yeah.
Like, just honestly, guys, trying to swing that 9 into life there just would not have been a good line. It doesn't help here. Mr. President, a 3rd Kuma has hit the game. Right? Right? A 3rd Kuma has to now hit the game. Oh my god, this card's so strong. So good. I wanted to see more blue yellow Nami with that. But I think maybe we need to wait for that beautiful search card that we just covered today for blue yellow Nami to finally get the consistency it wants. It's
I'll tell you what gives the deck the consistency it wants. Marco.
yeah.
Yeah, you can do a Land of Wano build because Marco is Land of Wano.
Oh right. Okay.
Because that lets you search for Odin, and there are other like Land of Wano cards that you want. So you can just do like a full Land of Wano build. Marco giving you all the draw power you could ever need.
Fair.
You find everything super easily.
Like with an innate draw ability inside the leader ability too.
Yeah.
All right, Kuma swings getting countered out with a 2 and a 1 with 1 card left in hand. Wolf knows he's at 0 life. He's got to get through 3 blockers. He has no Dawn allocated, so he has potentially 3 attacks here.
We do have the
Russian L in hand.
We could also Hino Bird Zap to get rid of a blocker. To get rid of the... Or actually, no, we can't. Because he's
Can't
at 0
annul
life.
that, yeah.
Thought it was Zeus for a second. So it's probably just the Anel.
I think if I'm Wolf here, get rid of the blockers, and then... Well, I'd play Anel here, right? I'd go Anel, attack in, get rid of a blocker. Play Anel, attack in, get rid of a blocker. Pass the turn. Because I really don't think James K has a line to get past my 2 life right now. and
Right.
my blocker here. Like, I just don't see it. Captain Lewis says, funnily enough, I tend to put down 6-cost Robin over Kuma when playing Koala. I drop Robin, rip the hand size, then they swing. I block with Robin, then drop Dragon and rip the hand size again. That is so good. There's not many decks right now in One Piece that do with a lot of hand hate, and I think Koala has a great line of just hand manipulation.
I think Purple Black Luffy is the better hand hate deck though, because it can play both that and 4-cost Law.
Have you ever seen that play though? Because I don't think I've ever seen it personally.
Seen what?
The hand control-y black purple.
I think it's probably one of the better ways to play the deck right now.
Okay, we don't see enough of that. I think in this local area. 6K swing coming in from Wolf here, asking, oh, getting a block. All right, so he is going to be able to have an opportunity to get rid of all the blockers. Here comes 11. That's going to give another block here.
Oh, we're going into the Law. Yeah, so that we don't die.
Yeah. He's got to block out of this. Here comes 10 for that another Enel. Enel coming in here, coming into the Trafalgar Law. Does he get the last block?
Yeah, if we have one card in hand, we can't counter out of this, so we either have to block or we
Let the Law go. Oh, jeez.
And we can't win.
Captain Rose says Purple Black also has access to Dawn Hate, which is a great for slowing down the Emu and Roger.
I guess if you want to play Magellan, I guess.
Yeah, okay. Oh, Magellan is a pick. But Chainlow says money where your mouth is literal. See me on the sim. I like it. Yeah, this one gonna eat a block. Leaving James K with 2 Trafalgar Laws and the leader Trafalgar Law. 2 cards in hand. 2 life.
Is 3 life.
It's there's no real good line here. I think he's even out of blockers too.
At this point, yes, we are out of blockers. We have used all 4 Koshiro. I'm pretty sure we've seen 2, maybe 3 Bonnie.
Yeah. Got a little with the bet. I like it. Keep the rivalry going.
There is no rush in this deck unless it's Hody. Hody is the only way we have a chance of winning. And he has to hit 0 triggers out of life.
Yeah.
And we have to have no counter.
Yeah. Seeing Law at a blocker is wild, right?
So the only way we even win here is, like, I guess we could go board, but then we still just lose to load everything on leader.
Yeah, or on Kuma.
Unless we have the 4th Bonnie. Unless we have the 4th Bonnie.
Hody is literally the only way out, and there's a lot of prayer with this, but here we go, 9K. So where's it going? James just not liking his options. I don't like his options either. Needs to see the Hody now, and I don't think he has it. If he had it, I think that would be the line he would take right now.
You wouldn't play Hody first because it could get beiged.
Yeah, but I think the decision would be easier. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's in the tank. Taking this long means that there's no easy line for him in his head here. So it's obviously an indicator he doesn't have the Hody. Cameron says there's a 4-cost Luffy from PRB 02, which ran into the Rest of Dawn on your opponent's turn if they have 7 or less. It is so disruptive on the Dawn curve.
It's the 4-cost Luffy from PRB2. I think it's terrible because it only works if your opponent has 7 or less Dawn. So it's on play. If your opponent has 7 or less Dawn, their next turn they have to tap one of their Dawn.
Okay, so it's like a counter Bonnie play for early stages, maybe? Like, what's it doing? Oh, go on blocker. If you're going to go board, I would have gone an L. I think, honestly, if the line here is to go board, I'd be loading up the Dawn on the Enel
There
tax.
is no line.
But that was, like, you either go life here, hope for a Hody, if you don't have Hody, whatever.
It's not every turn, though, Captain Literal. It's only the turn you use the on play.
It's every turn until they have 7 or more.
What do you mean it's every turn?
Is it on play?
It's an on play, yes.
Yeah. I'd have to look at the card again to see what he's talking about, but we're gonna, while he's looking it up, I'm gonna look at the way he's tapping this Dawn 4 and 6. Looks like he has like maybe one more blocker in hand. Yeah, if I'm James K and my decision was to go board, I'm going an L. That's hands down, I'm going an L. And the best things to attack an L here are my Trafalgar Laws. So I don't, like, you could have easily attacked the Sanji with your leader. if you want to get rid of it. I just don't see the reason for a 9K
Yeah,
swing
it's
into a block.
only on that one turn because it's their start of their next main phase, so it's not like every main phase.
Yeah. It says your turn and on play, unless...
So it's you can only do that if you're playing it on your turn. If you're somehow playing it on your opponent's turn, you don't get the on play effect.
So
that's what that means.
Yeah, preventing some like trigger plays or some other special play.
If you could do it every turn, it would say activate main.
That's right. Yes, that is the rule text here. All right, another 9K swing.
No, the card is just worse than OP7 5-cost Bonnie, which can freeze a Don or a character on play, and it doesn't have a Don requirement.
Is this one going life? Now I'm really confused. He went board first, now he's going life.
I think we're just giving up at this point.
Yeah, I think James K's brain has just on all cylinders here. Kuma gonna stop the 5-5 here.
I do see a Bonnie in hand.
So, okay, not gonna be able to get the... Can he? 1, 2, 3, yes, he can. Yes, he can. Leader, 2 cards, yeah, that's 8. Draw 2, discard 1, gonna draw.
Okay, there's the blocker Bonnie that we knew. Oh, there's a different... Okay, draw 2. I mean, we still lose here, though.
Yeah, too many attacks. 3 cards in hand, still has to discard for the Bonnie. It's gonna be left to 2 cards in hand. Oh, there's the Hody. Showing up just too late.
And we don't have anything with 2 down at this point. We have used all the Koshiros.
Right. It's like going to 3 cards. Another Anel off the top here. The decisions, in my opinion, very, very easy here.
I mean, we just swing. We don't even need to play it.
Yeah.
If we really want, like, what, 2 cards in hand versus 2 blockers, we have 4 swings. Zeus.
Zeus to just kill one.
Okay.
And yeah, this is insult to injury at this point here. Here we go. 15K into life here.
Yeah. Okay.
He hasn't used the ability yet, so it doesn't get the +1. But yeah, 15. If he'd used the ability, it'd be 16. But didn't
even need to put Dawn under that.
Yeah.
That was a complete waste of Dawn. The true play would have been to load everything on the Zeus and swing per game.
All right, Wolf getting a free bounty pack. Let's see what he pulls. Let's hope for some big hit, baby. We like to give the big hits. I love this. I've been doing this. You've been here for the bounty packs. You've been having fun with those bounty packs?
I mean, they're alright. Haven't pulled anything good myself.
Let's see. You don't think it kind of like improves the fun of the table?
Doesn't change anything.
All right, Trafalgar Law. All right. Nice little SR. You don't think it changes anything?
No, because I'm still playing.
That's fair. That's very fair. Yeah, you are always playing to win, so... I just wanted to make things a little more special. Something to like spice it up. Get people to get really hungry for that win. But also say thank you, because at the end of the day, I am getting content out of you. I am making 2 cents on your labor, so I do appreciate that. The AdSense has been paying off tremendously. Thank you, Twitch. I don't know what I would do without you. I almost afforded a cup of coffee this month, and that's because of you, Twitch. Thanks, buddy. But I do like to throw out what I can to help out, to try to make things a little more interesting. I like the idea. I'm just getting some good feedback here, I think, from the other people, but we'll see what they get. I bet you once they pull a manga, they'll be like, this is the best decision of your life. Captain says, I have never let it live more than 1 turn, so I believed every turn. Okay. I bet people would get very hungry if you put a shirt off your back up. I'm keeping my shirts! Keeping my shirts! I need to make more money to get more shirts. I'm on like a 6-shirt rotation at this point. You guys are looking at me like I'm some cartoon character that's got like a small wardrobe. I promise you I have other shirts. I appreciate you, Captain. Keep the meme alive, absolutely. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. We got 2 more rounds left. I hope you're excited for the next one. Do you know what's going to the next one?
It's an L.
It's an L! It's an L, guys! Get excited. We got some fun coming your way. Stay tuned. I'm going to do a little box opening, take a quick break.
Fun.
All right, guys, we'll be right back.
Another day inside my head. No one to talk to. No one to bring me down. I guess it's better to be alone than to be bothered. I tried so hard to be involved, but my selfish ways don't ever change. And now you're walking away, I don't blame you. And now you're running away from the danger. I guess I wasn't a saint or a savior. You put your faith in a fool. And now I'm stuck in the mud with the sorrow. I guess I'll figure it out by tomorrow. But by tomorrow you're gone with the masses. There's nothing more I can do.
Welcome back to Humble Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D. We're back again for round 3. If you guys love an L, you're in for the right stream. If you guys don't like an L, there's other creators out there. I don't like to push you guys away. I don't want to push you guys away. I want to keep you here. But that is what we're seeing. We're going to see some NL player. It's never dead, guys. This deck is never going to go away. Even after rotation, people will find ways.
Was leaked to have Skypea as the revisit.
It's
we could
true.
be getting more cards.
more NL. You just when you thought the Nami menace was gone, and Nell says, "Peekaboo." All right, we're gonna get going.
If you're still here, why did you do this? I have work in the morning, man. It's the one day I have work this week. I have to get up at 5 a.m. and I'm gonna have to be here in a late night. Let's get on.
Let's go. We got ourselves a nice matchup. And Nell versus, I forgot who our round 3 was. Was that a black-yellow variable? Yeah.
So we're actually going to get to see some new PRB cards this time around.
We're looking forward to it. Let's get into it. Variable at the table here versus a Nell. We'll briefly go over Nell. We'll go over black-yellow Luffy and show the new cards and get in the matchup because we got a nice long hour. Don't forget, if you haven't commented yet, please do so. Chance to get one of those 2 free packs. Guaranteed at least one more hit left. I'm still nervous about the secret rares, guys. I'm sorry. All right, starting off with Yellow and Nell, the leader that says 4 life, but honestly, it's like a dozen life. It doesn't matter. It never seems to want to die. This deck has an ability that if you're at 0 life on your opponent's turn, you can discard a card and heal 1. And it's once per turn on your opponent's turn. However, most of the time, that last swing is just enough to keep away and keep yourself from dying, especially with how well this thing controls the board, controls the state card hand, and it just does a great job of, what?
I see it.
Black yellow, right there we go. Thank you. What happened to it? It disappeared.
The image was corrupted. You had a second one.
That's right. I think I had to too because the image got corrupted. There we go, right below it. This one should work. There we go. Got that beautiful new one from the last Bandai Card Fest we went to.
The one that you could actually get.
Yeah, right?
Because you could order it on Premium Bandai ahead of time.
Please, Bandai, do that again. Please. All right, so we've seen this deck. Kuma, the most notable new card here that we want to be paying attention to. This one heals on play and on KO. Don't want to kill that guy. Then we have a 6 cost, or 5 cost.
Sometimes you kind of do.
You got to get the swinger off, but it sucks to have to heal your opponent, which really is really annoying. But we got a 5 cost Sanji here from EBO3, seeing its debut here on this channel. On play, if you have 2 or less life, draw 2 cards and trash 1 card, which is just, this deck is always that way. It's almost always going to be active. We got a lot of Rush here, is the new Nell from EBO2 as well. This one we thought for sure was going to put it back on the map, but what was the card that they banned?
Rygo.
Yeah, Rygo really did take a lot of like the wind out of the sails for this deck. But as we're seeing right now, Kuma breezing it up to push this thing back into a competitive deck, and now stalling out games left and right. Now let's get into the new cards for Black Yellow Luffy.
Okay, so if you don't know what this leader does, it loses to an L. An L wants to put cards in your opponent's life. This leader needs to be at 0 life. So this loses to an L.
Yeah. All Might, good to see you. Yeah, one of the things when at 0 life gets to discard a card, put 2 cards into life face up. Those cards go to the bottom of the deck, not to hand if they get taken. But that's not usually
any face-up life cards, so that also includes the cards that Anel is going to be putting into life.
Right.
Meaning that we don't even need to put them at the bottom of life. We can put them at the top of life unless it's a 5 cost, which we probably don't want to because of the 2 cost kids. But
very exploitable.
Speaking of, we have this new Ace from PRB, which if you have a face-up life card, play 1 Sabo, Ace, or Luffy with a cost of 2, exactly 2, from your hand or trash.
Mm-hmm.
Very strong card.
Yeah.
We have the new Robin for hand rip.
Like that.
And then we have just the 5 cost kids we have that we put into life, and then we play out with the 2 cost kids, which play their respective name and then give the leader plus 2k power. We have the Garp in the event to search for them. We have Kuzan for cost reduction for things.
Doesn't that mill too?
What?
The Kuzan it mills too.
No, it doesn't.
No, okay.
You're thinking of the Kobe Kuzan.
That's right.
You're thinking of the bad Kuzan.
Attack active characters. I like that one.
This draws 1 on play, and then on attack minuses 4. We have Zeus for removal, which is affected by Kuzan. We have only Zeus, or we have also the Rocket Luffy. Those are the only two
combos that you can use with that.
You used to play the 5-cost Sabo, but that Sabo's gone.
Yeah, this one. What about the new Sabo? Did we show off the new Sabo?
Oh yeah, this is from OP12. If you have 3 or less life, it has blocker and +3 cost. On play, you can add the top card of your life to your hand to draw 2, trash 1.
Nice little anti-starvation card there. That makes sure that if they're trying to
And
get you to the
want
point.
0 life in this deck.
Yeah, using the Zeus and the Sabo is a kind of nice little combination to try and get you there. A lot of people like to try to starve this deck, get to the point where they can swing over it, but you're going to see a lot of turns with this Monkey D. Luffy's pass and turn at 9k power if it plays optimally, and it is getting more and more consistent. However, as we stated, this not the greatest matchup when you have a character or a leader that just has his deck designed against putting things into life face up, and since your leader says if it's face up, it's sadly going to go to the bottom of your deck, not to your hand. It's like the perfect counter and the perfect storm. So we'll see if Variable can overcome this perfect storm or fall victim to the fact that his leader effect is literally juicy for this Enel player. Now going to draw the starting hand size here, put up the 4 life. The initial hand here was absolute garbage, if I remember correctly, in the studio. Like, he showed it, it was just trash. Everything he didn't want to see.
He should have capped so that the game would end.
This was one of our shorter ones. Look at the time limit for this.
I see.
So, nice little searcher start for Variable here. Gonna look for the kid or adult combos where he needs to. Getting kid Sabo. Starting off well here. Gonna pass back the turn. Not gonna see a whole lot of plays here from Wolf likely. Just gonna pass back.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of action from Enel in the early game here. Not even a lot of attacks too, based on the strategy it plays.
No, you don't attack if you're not removing anything or going for lethal. That's the only times you attack.
So one cost searcher here, gonna get the kid Port the Ace. 2 open, might hit in for a nice little 7k swing. Yep, we will. Here's 7 to life.
Back in hand. Why is it on board? Why is it on board?
There we go. It's Variable. Sequencing, not his strongest suit, but playing the card game pretty well. I mean, he's gotten really good with this deck. A lot of practice with Black Yellow Luffy. He's never wanted to quit this deck. I massive respect for Variable. He's been on this deck since. Oh,
he only
geez.
got on this deck after Gecko got banned.
No, he was. I thought he was on with it. No, because he played Gecko for the longest time. Then he was on that. Remember the Gecko matchups? Like he was playing Gecko, and was it Lucci? Was he playing Lucci forever?
I don't remember.
But he was. I remember seeing so many matches where he was heavy up on it. But I think honestly, consistency wise, he's been on a black type deck for every single format.
I mean, there was that one game we saw him play Pudding.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah, the game where I was yelling at him during yelling at
the screen
plays.
Yeah.
Because he,
what are you doing?
for some reason, wasn't playing 10 cost Linlin on turns when he had it in hand and
Right.
would have.
This is a play. This is a play.
Like, you know, the entire card that the deck is based around getting to.
When you get 2 of them, you just win. Yeah, back-to-back Linlin, absolutely a crushing blow to get most decks here. 5 Dawn here, nothing, again, no action from Wolf. You're not going to expect to see much until the 6 Dawn plus turn here, and that's when he really just starts establishing board state. So here comes 5 for the first swing.
We just take, right?
Yeah, that's an easy take here. Here comes 7. Variable trying to definitely put the pressure on here, thinking he's punishing Wolf here by putting him down to so low life, but we'll see. Wolf going to go to 6. We're probably going to see some board state. Maybe pop this Monkey D. Garp off the board here.
Yeah, we do just swing into the Garp. Because we're not going to swing into life. We're probably
Right.
playing... This turn's probably like swing into Garp, play Kuma.
Yeah. Here comes the first swing 5. We'll see where it's going. Yep, going to the Garp. Variable not going to protect it. That's not an optimal choice here. 5 and a 2. And Garp really just got its value right there. In other normal matchups, I think that that's probably the most optimal way you're going to get out of Garp. You get the search, get a quick attack, and a pseudo block on the backswing. Tapping 5. Decision time here for Wolf. Likely going to be the Sanji. Nope.
No,
gonna,
it's the Kuma.
It's cheaper. I thought it was a... For some reason, I thought it was more expensive than that.
No, Kuma's a 6 Dawn card. It's a 6 Dawn.
Oh, yeah, 6. Okay. Yeah. For some reason, it's a 7k body. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm confusing the 7s here. 6 to play here. Going to heal up with a Kuma. Not an optimal turn. Here's going to be another search. Variable trying to set up with the perfect hand here. A lot of cards in both players' hands here. Jeez, Wolf's hand stacked with. This is why I want. This is why I want blue pudding in every deck. I want a blue pudding-like effect in every deck. Are you seeing these hand sizes?
More hand 8 would be probably good for the game.
Yeah, this is insane. Look at the size of these things. Absolutely disgusting. As a Rush player, I'm appalled. All right, here we go. Monkey D. Luffy the play here. This one going to take a life.
Stop the starving.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 2k to it, and then draw a card. We draw a card.
Is on a discard for some reason?
No, we draw a card.
I think they're going to figure it out when they read it out loud here.
It doesn't have a hand size limit, I'm pretty sure. We draw a card.
Both players have now officially read the card.
We draw
A card.
we trash the life. We draw a card. I'm reading to make sure there's not a hand size limit on this, but I'm
All
pretty
right.
sure there's not a hand size limit on it.
All right, let's double check to make sure we know what we're talking about. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. You know what this reminds me of? The bit. Have you seen the bit with Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
No.
They're like, I'm gonna read a card. About that, I forgot my reading glasses. So, all right, Zeus gonna pop that Monkey D. Luffy, get rid of it after taking a life here. One that was provided by the Kuma. Wolf did a very good job.
Yeah, we draw a card. In order to trash a life card, we have to draw a card.
Variable just missing more cards.
So we draw a card. Chopper.
Yes, let's do the
this
chopper.
man.
Yes, let's get the. We haven't seen him in a while, but the mistake Tony Chopper has been made. We have officially confirmed by, believe it or not, reading the card.
Which they did.
Yeah, both players read the card.
You have to draw. If you trash the life, you have to draw.
Search here for variable.
It's not optional. In fact, I think if you activate... I'm going to read this again, because I'm pretty sure if you activate the effect, you have to resolve the entirety of the effect.
Is it like bold is the one that says that? Or it just need if it doesn't have May?
There's
If it
no
doesn't have
cost to
May.
this.
Yeah.
Then, if you have one or more life cards, draw one card and trash one. To resolve the effect, even to give the plus 2k, you need to have if you have one or more life cards, you need to draw the card
It's not
and
a May.
trash the card.
It's
It's
not a
not
May.
a May. It's not an up to. You have to draw the card. There is
Variable, you have got to have the greatest record on this channel for gaslighting this man on your place. If there's
isn't
nothing
gaslighting. This is just actively not using the effect.
in playing the optimal way here.
No, not even optimal. Not correct.
Okay, that's fair. Okay. All right, now it's the
Could
field.
not resolve Luffy like that. Luffy cannot be resolved like that.
Yes. Don't do this at home, kids. It's kind of like drugs, but it's playing card games. Here's some one cost for the Flampe. Gonna take a life, do a draw. Jeez, look at the size of his hand right now. It's absolutely disgusting. Here's another Flampe. Okay, so he's just gonna use the Flampe to stop the starvation altogether. This is gonna open up for Wolf to have some pretty powerful turns, though. With a Nell... Oh, jeez. Jeez, look at that hand.
Yeah. And we didn't want the draw for the Luffy. Unless they drew and I just didn't see.
I'm not gonna go back to check because this game's already going to be so long. Wolf kind of flexing, but I think variable wins that flex. What do you think?
Right.
I think variable wins hands down that flex. That is a sheesh. You're welcome, Spencer. If I've ever seen one. Spencer's the one that tells me I can't use colloquialisms from the younger generations. Tells me I'm banned from it.
Okay, yep. Pitch the ace, then probably what the picks here are going to be bottom life, Sabo, top life, ace, because we know he has both an ace and a... Or I guess...
I think I would have gone for Sabo here for a blocker, right?
We don't have any 2 costs in, so I don't even know if we want to go for that ace, so I think maybe Luffy, Sabo. We're going for the Sabo no matter what.
Yeah, the blocker has to be a priority here.
Because we can't really do anything with the aces.
Because we don't have a 2-cost in trash.
Mm-hmm. Let's see where he takes it. He's thinking his line through here. Let's see. He's going for the ace regardless. I guess he's second guessing this discard from. Yeah.
He discarded a Sabo instead, so we're putting 2 Sabo.
Yep.
Okay, and then
Two.
we're probably gonna play double Sabo.
I'd imagine. Gonna put his leader up to 9K for this here, but here comes.
Draw 4 trash 4 as well,
Good grief.
and nothing can be KO'd.
Yep. By effect. But yeah.
So 3 blockers, 9K leader.
Impressive for the turn, but I don't know if this is going to be impressive for the deck, to be honest with you. Because while it does say they can't be KO'd, there's a lot of put in the life effects here from Wolf, and I can see one of them in hand.
I mean, honestly, a lot of those are only for, like, if it's a Katakuri, I mean, yeah, but that's 8 Dawn. That's not necessarily fantastic. And
But with an Anel out right now, I mean, Anel's going to have a free swing out of this 9K. 9K or not, that's a nice free swing. Then again, we've seen Variable's hand. He's got cards for
we
days.
have a ton of blockers.
Yep. All right, going to use that last one of the Dawn here to get another search here for some set up for maybe next turn. All kids. 4 kids off the top here. Look like Luffy, Ace.
4 kids in one piece don't usually mesh well.
Ace. I almost missed that. Luffy the pick here.
Swinging with the Sabo.
And-
Probably not correct.
Yeah. Especially getting even a swing with the leader here does nothing. It's an easy take here, choice here for Wolf.
Gets a card out of hand.
I just take that hit because I just heal with Anel next turn.
Yeah, but he gets a card out of hand.
I guess he's got options for days. Both these players sitting with these fat hands, and again,
Anything to progress the game state hand.
fair, absolutely fair. All right, Wolf's turn here. Got a lot of options. 9K. He's got a free swing here for the Anel. Going double Anel here, so definitely going to have some big bodies against this 9K. But
Oh,
just
we're
going to
just
pass the
passing.
turn. Okay.
We're just like, oh yeah, he'll just run himself out of resources.
I think honestly, is that really a bad play? I
It's
think
not a bad play is the problem.
Yeah. Here comes 7.
No, it's not 7. We're leader affecting.
Yep. To put more bodies in, I guess.
Yeah.
But the more the Variable has to keep playing from hand to keep getting his leader at 9, the easier
Yeah,
the math
ace,
gets.
so we don't have to play as much from hand.
Discarding a kid ace is just full of these kid aces here. Oh, so he discarded the ace because he can get the ace kid back, the ace back, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to pay 2 to get the first ace out of life so he can get the other ace from life to get the other ace out of trash to get the other ace out of life. And now Monkey Luffy back at 9K
And
power.
then ace does have rush.
All right. So stacking up the blockers from the attackers here. Rush from the Porgasi ace and 11K power swing. Represented currently for Variable.
And we do still have 6 Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
We should.
And this is where I respect the Wolf play by not attacking here too. It gate ensured that he doesn't need to defend the Anel, especially with no blockers out.
Right.
So really, I think Wolf just
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's a good play, but it's
slow. That's slow.
it means the game state doesn't progress. It means that we're still stuck here.
And do you think Variable has a safe attack right now, even with the rush ace?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think this game never ends. in this division.
There's a song about this.
I think this goes to deck out, and I think that in that case, Wolf wins because we drew 4 trash 4.
Yes, and we're gonna be doing it
and
more.
We've done a lot of surging. So at this point, the game could just go to deck out, and in that case, Wolf just wins. 11 with ace, we just take.
Absolutely. Gets another Anel from life. Jeez. Potential for 3 Anels on board. I want to do a callback to my fans out there that might remember this song as they were growing up, and that's all of like one of you in chat. This is the game that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started playing it not knowing what it was, but they just kept on playing it forever just because this is the game that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends.
Stop.
The torture is real. The torture is real.
Do we want to watch the rest of this, or can we just say, hey,
Homie, welcome back.
Variable-
Good to see you.
Variable didn't resolve the Luffy correctly. We disqualify him and just move on to the next round.
Gotta play it out. We gotta see where it goes. I kind of think we already know where it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Curious if there is anybody in chat that even knows. Did you get that reference? At all?
I don't know.
Me and Wolf played 3 matches already since this started. Good grief. We got assigned matches on the sim right now going on with 3 games. Having been completed before this one got completed. Is Wolf playing an L2? I'm curious, Captain. I think he plays faster on the sim too. What do you think?
I mean, the sim is just faster in general.
It does skip a lot of the series, and it helps you play the game. That's why I do recommend it. Great for testing, but don't get too comfortable because you start missing triggers when you play the real game. And it's the same thing I do about like the Magic Arena and stuff like that. People are like, I love practicing this. It's like I see so many people make misplays and miss triggers because they're so used to the system doing it for them. No, we both had our things to do today, so no one else. This is Captain Literal. Good call.
Okay, well, Captain Literal, if you're still playing games with Wolf, tell him that this is his fault. If Wolf, you can hear me, this is your fault.
I'm gonna have to have my next album calling back to the Lamb. I can't believe I'm just too old, man. It was the greatest song of all time. We as kids used to sing it forever. Just because this is the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some people
Barry told you to
started.
stop.
Sorry. Fair enough.
Correct, Chain Low.
Chainlow, I know, I'm the problem.
Yes, you are.
There needs to be a card in One Piece that says I know I'm the problem.
I don't think there's a scene like that.
Needs to be a card. We'll make it happen. Manga spoilers. I'm just kidding. Captain Lowe says he played the red purple Luffy. I played the 1 as Koala and then 2 as Bonnie. He actually beat me once while I was with Bonnie, but I won the Koala and the other Bonnie game. I actually decided to run it back-to-back Bonnie after he beat my Bonnie the first time. Had to try again. Makes sense. Don't blame me.
Okay, there's the third and L.
Jeez. Look at this board.
It's a full house.
Right? We have a full house, 2.
On both sides, technically, because it's 3 Sabos, 2 Ace.
Yeah. Can one of these players decide they're going to end the game? 9K, the hand much smaller for variable than what it used to be.
Look, all this is making me think is that I'd rather be playing Belachro than sitting through this.
Oh, you played Yellow Bonnie. All right. I'm really looking forward to what that deck's going to look like. Captain says his red purple Luffy is good if he catches you lacking and he gets you. Oh, that's always where that deck plays. Red purple Luffy is won 2 different manga tournaments at our locals here already. You don't sleep on that deck. It's very, very good.
Well, look at how thin the hand's gotten for variable here.
Yeah.
We countered out so much for this ace. Are we at 1 card now?
Getting close to
Oh, we're at
3. That math is going to be much, much easier here for Wolf here. Still 10 open Dawn. No. Here, you play the Nell here. So all 10 are rested here. Here comes a Nell looking to get one of those blockers out of the way. Or 2 cards out of hand. That's why I said, well, he could discard to gain a life here. No, the next swing at least. Let's see if he discards gains life. I would. Make it 12k to get a block out. Yep. Discard the Kuzan to gain 1. Variable now down to 2 cards in hand. Not looking strong. Needs to have exactly 2 kids, 1 discard,
And that doesn't
and this is gonna be the last. Yeah, that's the last turn he's gonna be able to do anything with no cards in hand, 1 blocker, maybe 2 if he gets the 1 back from trash. He needs to have 2 Sabos. I mean, he has to have specifically Sabos in hand. And I don't know what he has left right now, but it's not much. What is his face down stack here? Isn't that supposed to be his trash?
I think that's the 5 costs.
Oh, okay. Can't say like one of those should be the trash for his adults here, because he should only have 3 cards in hand. That means whatever he has kid wise is the only thing that's going to be able to play. Here comes that Sabo blocker back with a discard with leader ability and the choice for another Sabo. So does he have 2 kid Sabos to make this playable? That's what it means to need to play this deck right and get that 9K. Let's see what variable goes for here. This is going to be likely the last time we see the activation of this Black Yellow Luffy, though. At least for the sense of getting out the adults and kids. Here comes a play.
Ace.
Okay. New ace gets back.
Okay, so I know immediately what's going to happen here.
Yeah.
There might be a problem occurring.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not using the Sabo's effect. That's good. Because if we use the Sabo's effect, that Sabo goes to bottom of deck, and we do not get the draw either.
Mm-hmm. I don't think he can afford to let that even try to resolve that effect. He needs to get that blocker on field. While it does represent a life, it's not. He needs that 9K to make the at least a little bit harder to swing into this leader.
Okay. Yeah.
Did have one left here. 1 card left in hand. 3 blockers. Excuse me. 10 Dawn and a massive board here for Wolf. All he needs to do is get one of these through a 9K body. Don't see much other play outside of maybe attacking board, maybe getting rid of Akuma to limit the amount of attacks coming the way the next turn.
We could get rid of an Anel.
If he's not willing to defend it, but Wolf's hand is 7 cards.
Right. 7 into Akuma.
All right.
Counter out of these.
Yeah, for days. Jeez, look at all those 2Ks. 2Ks for days. This man. Captain O, so I discovered that Black Yellow Luffy is not a fan of Koala. When he does the 2 into face up, he uses the character effect to get something like Koala bottom decks the life due to how Black Yellow works. Yep. Yeah, it is definitely a bad matchup between those two, just like this one. 1 card in hand here for variable. Thinking out his turn. I think he had a pass back, right?
I mean, we're currently thinking about how we're countering the Kuma.
It's got 2Ks for days. Captain says, I was playing on the sim and had a game where it felt like I was bullying them. I mean, the deck does just counter. I feel like a Nell feels like it bullies Black Yellow Luffy too. But yeah, we're going to use these 2Ks. 3 2Ks out of hand here. Passing back as Wolf here. Full board, full house, 2 Kuma, 3 and 4 and L. Let's see. Do we load up the Dawn for the swings? I would.
4 Dawn on each of the Kuma, and we win.
You just need to go 11, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Yep, 5 11K swings does
Yeah.
it. 4 11K swings
Does it. Yeah. Math seems very easy here. We'll see if Wolf sees the same way. Separating the Dawn here. It looks like he does see it. The 4 and 4 underneath Kuma, so 11, 11, 11. Here comes the first 11. Looking for the blocker.
And there's nothing else. We either just like let this resolve and say the game is over, but
Yeah, here comes another 4 for 11. Gonna get another block. Here comes the next swing for 11. Gonna get another block, and now we get another swing for 11. And the 2K in hand is just not going to do it. You got to have more than the attack itself here. Congratulations, Wolf, with a second back-to-back win. And that means he will be on camera yet again. We'll see another NL match after this one, taking down what is essentially the last game of the day. Wolf with the bonus pack. See what he opens up out of his bounty pack. Baby 5, Shaki, Helmepo, Uda, Douglas Bullet from stage. Trafalgar Law, callback. Shaki, yo, Kuma. That's a hit. That's a hit from a bounty pack. I'll take that hit. Kuma the win. Wolf with the double back-to-back win and a big hit for the win. Congratulations, Wolf. Kuma. This one guaranteed didn't come from our box. Someone before that, I think. All right, that means we have one game left, and you can see the excitement on Porter's face that we're going to have such a great, fun match.
I blame Lifelink.
Look at that.
We could have had the pairings be different and actually had games that weren't Enel on camera every single time.
Why do you think that Lifelink did it?
Because he was in control of the pairings.
Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay.
Yeah, I blame the person who made the pairings for the fact that Enel was on table 1 for 3 games in a row when there were other undefeateds.
He pushed the button. The button did the thingy. He has no control. Kuma's 28 on TCG. All right, that's good. It's $20 for a free win. Guys, we have the most epic matchup. 16 hours of Enel versus Blue Nami.
Blue Nami's banned. The Blue Nami player gets disqualified. I get to go home.
That's fair.
It doesn't matter how long the match goes. I just go home. I leave.
I'll still be talking until 2 a.m. And the Enel player stares at his opponent for the 15th
16
minute.
hours would be longer than 2 a.m., dude.
Oh, and I'm just saying that's what I'd be saying at 2 a.m. I didn't say what I'd be saying at 6 a.m. This is what I'd be saying at 6 a.m. What? It doesn't. I have you added, but thank you for the exclamation point, Joanne. Appreciate it. You are on the wheel. I can confirm. Captain Literal can confirm as well. We have one last matchup coming up here. It's going to be Enel versus Zero. We got an awesome hit up here. Slacktide coming back from the dead here. Haven't seen this guy in like 4 or 5 weeks. So happy to see him back in the studio. But this man's going to be bringing in Zero head to head against Wolf, trying to get underneath it, put in the pressure, kill this Enel before it becomes a problem. We'll see if he can do it right now. Starting off with the Zero, and why we call it a Zero is because this is the animal Tony Chopper build, and a build I really like because I have the really cool leader that one of my compatriots out there, Captain Literal, sent me out this amazing alt art of this with Tony Chopper on the head. I absolutely love it, and it fits so perfectly for this matchup. We have Tony Chopper, Tony Chopper, Tony Chopper, Tony Chopper, Tony Chopper, and I get Tony Chopper. So if you guys like Tony Chopper, this is the game for you. 1 cost blocker, 3 cost blocker, but also reduction of attack on attack. The linchpin to the deck, the card you need to see, and what makes this deck so good. You have an on play and when attacking, look at the top 5 and put in a free animal kingdom of 4,000 power or less. So that means I'm bringing in Tony Chopper that has an on play to play another Tony Chopper. I have this Tony Chopper that I can get off from there. And of course, if I need to, maybe I can get a hiking bear just because who doesn't like bears? We also have this new Tony Chopper that just came into the format from the EBO2. Dawn times 2 opponent's turn. This character gains plus 2,000 power.
Out in May. It's been out for 5 months.
5 months, is it? Man, it feels like it was just last month. On play, if your leader is Straw Hat type, give up to 1 of your Rested Dawn to your leader and 1 to your characters. So I have to...
Or leader or 1 of your characters, not both.
No, I was saying, or, thank you. This will absolutely activate the Rona Zoro, which is why this deck kind of gets super powered. Dawn times 1. This guy's all the way from OPO1 here. We got all your characters gain plus 1,000 power. So as long as it had the Dawn underneath it, this is 5, this is 5, this is 6, this is 5. We got the Rush Zoro, of course. This one, of course, you're going to have to get some investment in. But we have a nice little 2 Kid Killer. Finisher moves if we can get to them. We got a nice little 1 of this Monkey D. Luffy from Star Trek 21 that has Rush, and when attacking, give a Rested Dawn to a character or leader, and can even give it to itself. Diablo Jumbo to get rid of those blockers in the last attack. Gum Mole Pistol, the one that's been seeing a lot of play here. Great answer for big attack creatures, and a good answer to those nasty blocker uses kids, or pseudo blocker, the one that forces attacks. That's the deck. Zero versus... Do you want to go over a 2-hour lengthy description?
I can sum this up in 1 card. This card reads you win against animal decks.
Yeah, it does. That's pretty good.
I don't need to go over anything else. This card immediately just says you win.
Place 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 3 or less. All the cards are 3 or less. Almost. At the bottom of your opponent's life cards face up.
And then they have to trash a card.
From their hand.
Yeah.
It's pretty busted. And how many is he running? And I think it's four, right? Just four. Just the maximum amount you can play of that card.
So that's the matchup. We don't need to actually watch the game, so we know exactly how this is going to end up.
Let's see if Slack Tide can squeeze underneath it on this matchup here and this 6-hour lengthy game here. Those on their phone can see it's not that. Wolf slamming it down with authority, trying to go after his final pack of the evening. Slack Tide hopefully going to see at least one of those 2020 choppers in the early game, because that's what he's going to need if he was going to get underneath this deck, which is not always an easy option with life triggers, not to mention just a constant life gain. Starting out with the Nami search, good start here. Hopefully going to find that book searching 2020 chopper. We'll see. Nope, gets the anti-starvation Sanji. Also very good 2-cost.
Did we
And
see
a
that in
2K.
the deck?
Pretty sure we did. I'll go back. You saw me pull up his list.
Yeah.
So, you tell me. You watched me copy his list that he sent to us.
Right, no, so I don't know if this was just like a communication thing.
Could be. But here comes an 8K or 5K swing here. Gonna take here, easy pull here. Not gonna attack with a Nami. Gonna go with the Rush Zoro though here. So 5 and 5, 2 easy takes for Wolf. Back to Wolf here. Goes to his 4 Dawn turn. Gonna see that Kuzan was 4 across,
Yep.
right? So we could see automatically right now if he has it, but no, big 9K swing.
Into the Zoro.
Into the Zoro. Yep. Going for board. Good call here. Slack Tide not
Why
able to
would we go
defend.
for life? Why would we ever go for life in this position? Why would we ever advance the game state in a meaningful way?
Because people are different sometimes, but not always. But you're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. All right, I'm noticing there's no book Tony Chopper in hand, by the way. No library chopper. Here comes 7, potentially here, indicating he might have, to his opponent, they might have the Tony Chopper or another Rush Zoro. Here comes 7, asking for 2 cards. Oh, it's the headphones. Sorry, I gotta put those up. Captain says, I love OPTCG so much, I wish the game would last forever, says NL Players. That's what's going through Ed. Have you ever talked to Wolf about it? That's exactly his stance on life. He loves the game so much that he never wants to go home. He wants to be in the studio playing nonstop all day long. I don't even know if he has a nice little Tony Chopper free play here. Hakeem Bear, not the most optimal, but he can put out 2 characters this turn if he decides. Chainless says, I'm advancing the game state.
Are you? Also, I specified in a meaningful way.
It's the slow and steady advance into madness.
Oh, you're right there.
Yeah. This is so good. Oh man. All right, we'll see where Slack Tide goes. The only optimal play I saw in hand was going for the 3-cost 4K Tony Chop that plays a 3-cost or 3K power or less. He's got to advance the board state right now. I believe the only thing he's contemplating is, do I swing with Nami here? Slow and steady now. Well, it could be a swing here. I like advancing the board state. You got to get as many swings as possible against this deck, especially if you plan on winning it. But it does take a lot of cards on a hand too, so it makes the backswing potentially easier for Wolf. But Wolf really not going to stress life yet. Not the way this deck normally plays, anyways. I love the communication on the table here. All right, so we're going to get the 0-cost discard. This is answering the leader swing attack here. Here, tapping 3. Here we go. Yep, Hakeem Bear, the play outside the Tony Chopper, advancing the board state just a bit here. Back to 6 Dawn turn for Wolf. We'll see if we finally see the Kuzan, which is an absolute backbreaker against this deck. Tapping 6, though, for a Kuma. Kuma gonna heal 1 here after a discard. We can see the discard, didn't see the heal, though. There it goes. Here comes the discard back to Slacktide here. 7 Dawn turn. Has the opportunity to get some massive swings. It's a little bit out of reach for this turn, even close to being lethal. And that's if Wolf has nothing in hand and gets nothing out of life. Not likely for a yellow player. But we'll see. It's doing the static 1 to leader, which is what you really want to do a lot in this deck. Get out of the way. It's the only time that I really recommend constantly putting the Dawn underneath before figuring out where your attacks are going to go. Just to make sure the leader effect is live and you don't forget it. You know, the decks is kind of a misnomer to set up unless you're going to attack, but we are going to see an attack. 6 and a life, asking for 2. Discards the 2. Tony Chopper the play off the 3. Still no book. Here we got a Rush Zoro. Not going to attack with it. Doesn't want to make it vulnerable to a backswing from Enel or from Kuma. Wants to set up 5 card swing here to set up for a nice big swing, given we don't see... Oh, and I don't see any Kuzan. I don't see any Kuzan in the hand.
All right.
He does have some answers to the board state, though. They got a Zeus in hand here. Puts up to the front. I believe that is another answer there, right? The 6 cost event?
Yep.
So we have 2 KO effects
Yeah,
here.
we can Zeus 6 cost, or if we have like a Katakuri, we could Zeus Katakuri.
I think it was Zeus, the Ronor Zoro.
We have the 2 cost event, that's another out.
Mm-hmm. There we go. This is going to get rid of the Tony Sharp blocker first here with the Zeus. Using all 6 here. Yep, that's going to get rid of the Ronor Zoro. Gave Slacktide a breath of fresh air. Thought I might have it survive, but nope, this was going to go to the top of life here. Good play, given that Zoro has no counter, so it's a good last card to have. And he's basically mentioning this is a trigger you do want to be mindful of. If he does see it out of life, it's not going to be very good for him. Five cards. Looks like I saw a total of what? 4K in block? No, the Sanji blocker is it 2 or 1? Sanji.
1.
It's a 1. So 3K in hand for blocks here. I mean, we have some potential to go for a strong lethal, but we have to dodge effects in life. And we don't know. He's got 5 cards in hand, and it's never easy to do any math against 5 cards in hand. We know. He doesn't know. There we go. Big swing here. Looks like 10. Well, I saw. What's it? It looks like 2 right now, but I thought I saw more taken on the stack here.
That's 5.
Yeah. Big 10K swing. That's called dramatic irony, right?
2 Sanjis, we're just taking the life now.
Yep. Just to get the life out of there so he has more answers next turn. Like this play from Slacktide. Basically saying next turn I'm going to try and push for lethal. We'll see what Wolf does. He's going to be at 10 Dawn, though, and we know that Enel's in hand. So we're likely going to see a heal from this Enel. Maybe not. Looks like he put it... No, not... Okay,
Yeah,
Yamato.
Yamato is the correct play. Kill
Okay.
one of the Sanjis.
Yep.
Heal 1 still.
Wolf being generous to leave the alt art on the board here. Most people like to take my alts out. Meanies. And here we go. 10 Dawn turn back to Slacktide. No blocker to speak of here for Wolf. But 2 life, essentially 3 life with the Enel ability. We need 4 of these hits to land. Let's see where the math goes. Gabriel says, I noticed that too. People like to kill my alt arts. Right? It's so mean. Disrespectful.
Just have the deck entirely alt arts and then...
They don't have a choice.
yeah.
I'm working on it. Math is... Money and finance is not great when you play 4 or 5 different TCGs. I'll tell you that. And no, I will not quit any of them. I love them all. They're all my children.
Quit Magic.
Not gonna lie, it's feeling more and more like I really want to. I gotta say, one of the more disappointing things was yesterday. We didn't fire standard. Yeah, I don't know, Captain. We got to go back to the early things. We were talking about what they did. I don't know if you saw that announcement. They are no longer going to be reprinting old cards. They're just going to power creep. Matt, it really is becoming an abusive relationship. Okay, you did see it. It's rather disgusting. That is probably the worst take I've ever seen from a card designer. To basically tell people, don't care about the cards you have. You're always going to have to buy new. You're always going to have to buy new. Like, people cherish the cards. They like them. Not to mention more blue-black...
Universes.
Universes Beyond, I'm sorry. And Universes... Or... What's the IB stand for? Universes Beyond and... What's IB stand for again? I mean, honestly, the biggest insult, Captain Literal, was they said, we understand that you guys hate how many sets we're printing and you're getting overwhelmed by it. So we moved from 6 sets per year to 7 sets per year. Have fun. In universe. Thank you. I'm sorry. Yeah, in universe. Yeah. That's fine. All right. It happens to me all the time. But yeah, 7 sets. We told them that they're printing too fast, they're too much, and we can't handle it. So instead of 6 this year, we get 7. Thanks. That fixes the problem.
What did we? Oh, we got Hinova Zap. Okay, well there goes the other Sanji.
Yeah. And that's going to be devastating. That's devastating. Oh, the life triggers. I'm telling you guys, in yellow, they almost always have the answer. But the 2 out of life killing his last swing, which I don't think would have been lethal anyways. Oh, it could have been maybe. It could have been maybe with that hand. 2-2Ks. He has an answer for the swing, though.
We just play an L next turn, right?
Yeah. Knowing he doesn't have to worry about that threat, but man, that was a savage life
play
hit.
an L, swing everything board, or we 2-2Ks.
All right, 2-2Ks, swing, heal up next turn. Event out the top. There's 0 counter in Wolf's hand here, but it doesn't matter. It's the time where you can just clean board here. Yep, here comes Zeus and Tanami. How dare you, Zeus? How dare you attack your master that way? We'll see if Slacktide tries to save it.
He did.
Oh, he did. He countered with a 1K. All right.
Yeah, the chopper.
So, all right. Nami putting up a respectable defense, saying, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. We got it back. I don't know what happened.
Okay, we're back. We're not going over any of that again. I refuse.
We can hear you now. All right, so we got it fixed. What was the comment you made when the volume was dead?
What do you mean?
What did you say?
Not even the game once. Not even the stream once.
To watch
skip
this.
game.
Yeah, right. To be fair, the game was like average game length.
This was the fastest game of the night.
This was, yeah. 11 into game here. Or into life here. We got plenty of swings, plenty of dawn. Fine, Porter. Keep your secrets. His statement was, even the computer doesn't want to watch this matchup. It's giving up on life here. 11 into life. The last here. Gonna heal. Does he load up the Zeus swing? Oh, goes for a Kuma heal. Okay. Alright. Slacktide not with a lot of options here. Board's completely devastated.
I don't think there's any mathematical way for Slacktide to win this game from this position.
Well, I mean, Wolf doesn't... Well, obviously he's going to get cards from the life swings, so... No cards in hand, but it doesn't matter, because as soon as he gets a card from life, he's going to be able to heal up and last.
We would need to be able to play 3 rushers in a turn. We don't have 3 rushers left in deck. There is no way we can have enough cards to win this game.
Yeah.
And then we have easily lethal in the crackback.
Not, yeah. You notice there was no book library 2020 shop for this whole game.
I don't even know if that would have changed anything.
I think it depending on what you get off the top and how wide you can get. All right, 15K swing.
I don't know.
And now. Or life, I guess. It doesn't.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what he said at this point. He was like, life or now? He's like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All right, 21. There you go. That's going to be it. Last pack giveaway here.
Oh, there's a buck chopper.
Oh,
There are 2 in hand.
but he never got to play them. I think he got those late. Out of life. Oh, I think they got him on life. Because all those hits.
Yeah, because now you don't get any cards that are in your life.
Gavin Literal says, I couldn't play Nell. I like swinging too much. I don't blame you. Yeah. It's definitely a stall happy type of deck here. Wolf able to win 3 bounty packs. One of them Akuma, which you guys can't see. It's just slightly underneath our heads here on camera. I also like playing the game. Yeah, that's why I could never play Nami.
Yeah.
I do like playing the game. I like to play faster games, get more interaction, get some... Chadlo says, I do swing. Just at the end of the game. When I have 4 Nells. He swings. Just at the very last moment when you're about to say goodbye. Miss all Sunday. Can we get 2 hits? That'd be insane. Back-to-back hits. Wolf with 3 packs from stream. We're already getting the Kuma for the big hit. Can we get another one? Can we get another one?
No.
Double rare pack. All right, that is going to do it for today's lineup. We've played all matchups. Congratulations to Wolf and to this man right here.
Yeah, because technically I went undefeated, and then there was supposed to be a round 5, but Wolf decided that he had to leave, and
We just called it.
gave it to me. So
Technically, no, we called it. The
Okay.
points set at 9-9. That means undefeated. Undefeated means both players get first place prizing.
okay.
So both of them, I can pull that up here. Because you were tied for first, I don't.
I mean, technically it should be 12 and 12, because 9 and 9 would have been only 3 rounds.
Yeah, 12 and 12. Sorry, he gave me the board say here. Yeah, I think it was 12 and 12. My bad. But both of you being tied, I wasn't going to use percentages. If you're at first place and undefeated at the end of it, you both got first place points. So let's look at the leaderboard, shall we? We're about to do the wheel, but congratulations, Porter, taking a huge 6 points lead here in first, guaranteeing to be able to pick the die roll and the best 2 out of 3 if he can survive the next 3 weeks at the 6 point lead. We're going to find out. Sai and Marcus both on the gain here. Greg very satisfied that he's going to be comfortably in the top 8 bracket here. Slack Tide obviously doing pretty well. Beat Patty and Wolf, of course, jumped from this bracket to this bracket within 3 weeks of gameplay. Absolutely incredibly impressive performance from Wolf here. Joining mid-round or like late in the upper half here of the tournament here and putting himself into 7th place. Congratulations, that's huge. Variable still keeping himself in the top 8. Victimon just slightly falling off. He's gonna have to put in some work here if he wants to get in that top 8. But we've already seen what this is even late in the game for some player to be able to come in and put in a great performance and actually dominate themselves into the top 8 here. This bracket playing for the manga. This bracket paying for plaques and bragging rights and nice little cool down. And this one just to fill in the spots if you guys want to come out and have some fun. Chandler says, when is the championship? The 1st of November. So, November 1st, this Saturday, right here. If you guys can see it on camera, yeah, you should be able to see it. This will be our finals matchup. This is the championship. All the marbles on the line. 2 brackets of top 8s. Participation, every single pack, or every single win gets you an additional pack. PRB, good to go, baby. So, let's get to the wheel. Make sure I didn't miss any names here. Captain Literal, Chainlow. Let's see. Pretty sure I got everybody here. Didn't look like I seen any new names coming from the chats. Oh, homie! Almost missed you, buddy. I gotcha. All Might, I think we got last time. No, we didn't get them all. Did we get them? No, we missed them. 7 All Might, baby. She acting up, man. I'm gonna have to restart my computer. I think that should do it. Let's see. Last chance. If you guys want to be in the wheel, hit that exclamation point, join. We're giving away 2 packs right now. Looking good. Pause to just scroll here. We're looking good. All right, let's find out. Pack number 1. Who's going away with a free pack? Sermon Rex, the man that I honestly hope comes back someday. I really miss him. Sermon, congratulations on the win.
Sabo's getting a buff next set, so
Yeah, could be just what he needs to get back in the game. We got some awesome Revolutionary Army. I'd love to see him come back. Man's been really enjoying himself playing Flesh and Blood. You guys can find him live from yesterday's VOD if you want to see him. But Sermon, congratulations. And I'm okay with this because I owe this guy like hundreds to thousands of dollars for all the work he's been doing for my graphic design. Here we go. Come on. Marshall Teach. Barate. Ipamanamatsu Duval. I said it wrong. It's all right. Lindbergh. Carmen. Inazuma. Emporio Ivankov. Oh, here we go. This is the event I was talking about earlier. Demon Aura 9 sword style, blah, blah, blah. This is such a good card. And hey, Tashigi. Okay. A lot of good law cards in this set.
Law?
I'm sorry, Zoro cards. Yeah. A lot of good Zoro cards in this set. Weird that a pack that represents Zoro on the cover would have so many Zoro cards.
Weird that it's also the set that Zoro came out in.
Yeah,
A
right.
lot of cards to support the deck that's released in the set.
Is anybody else confused by that? I'm just kidding. Dead Man's Game is why you hold up 3 Dawn against Green when they're playing defense. That's very true.
That and Hody.
That Hody Jones, baby. All right, let's find out who the last pack giveaway is. Who do you think's gonna win?
I don't know.
We're gonna find out. Hazelnuts. Hazelnuts 44. Congratulations. I think this is your first or second win. It's up there. I believe Hazelnuts is one of the locals here from the Smiley crew, right? Hazelnuts local, right? We rigging it today? I know, we just missed it. Rigged. Hazelnuts, I want to say it's a local. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna find out. I gotta get a hold of this person. Gotta find out who Skella, Retainer Odin, and Kiro are. Haven't been able to contact those guys. Sorry, homie. I'm sorry. It was kind of rigged. But congratulations, Hazel. Let's see if we can get you a nice hit. I don't know if I want to give away the last hit of the box, but I do like giving away hits. I'll tell you that. We do have the PRB coming your way, baby. Stay tuned once this box is done. Shaki. I'm watching you. Karasu. Buggy. Don Quixote Rosinante. Zephyr. It's the manga? Oh my god, I'd lose my mind.
We got a leader box. I don't think we can get a manga.
I think, yeah. Oh, Karamatsu. I love you. I don't even know, dude. Leader pack. Weren't we just talking about this, dude?
Yeah.
I think he's in the set. Is he in the set?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just looking at it. Rosinante and, hey, all right, Hiyori. So if you're thinking about building the deck, this is a good set to build that deck. I wish it was a manga, rather. I wish it was. All right, we're going to get these 2 packs out to you guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for being here. We got some more content coming your way tomorrow. We're going to have the Gundam night, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Also, our podcast that we like to hold afterwards, where we talk about TCGs, all the problems. If you guys want to hear us talk about all of your favorite TCGs and what we've been finding out, please stick around for that. It's a really good time. But that's directly after the Gundam night at Friday Night Magic night that we do. Gundam sees more people. We might as well just call it Gundam night. We got a great time on Saturday. Of course, we have the Union Arena. We're going to be testing out some new decks. The recording for the One Piece to continue on the series. So we have some content for Monday. We got some awesome draft nights and some awesome events coming out this weekend. If you're going up to New York Comic Con, good luck out there. Stay safe. There's a lot of really cool prizes out there. I hope you get in line to get those PRB boxes that are rumored to be there. And Spencer, while you're up there, man, hook a brother up. I heard there's a really cool AP out there. Hope you guys are having a great week so far. We got a lot of more content coming your way, and just happy to be here. Thank you guys for all your support. We're gonna raid. Who are we gonna raid? Who are we gonna raid? Chicky Tendies is alive. Let's raid some Chicky Tendies. That's who we're gonna raid. All right. You got any final words from the people?
Don't play it now. Please.
That's a fair request. Oh.
Be kind to the rest of your locals. Don't hold up the entire tournament on your games. Don't hold up this entire stream on your games.
Save Porter, don't play an L. Save a Porter, don't play an L. I like that. Save a Porter, don't play an L. All right, everyone, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you so much for being here. As always, stay home, bro. Gotta wait for me pointing fingers so I know when to turn.